Okay. Hello again. And in the interest of skipping over 4 minutes of waiting, I'm going to give you like another 1 minute on the stream. And then I'm just going to go ahead and go right into the game. And we'll talk about it a little bit and get excited to start out and play along. It'll be fun. We will not mention Uyu in the stream until he apologizes for playing this game from me. He hates me. Actually, I appreciate that. I do the same thing. Sometimes I look at the perms list and I spot things before other people play them, and I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. And I'm glad somebody else saw this game and felt interested enough to play it. So, you know what? Big chef's kiss to you. Thank you for the gifted chips, by the way. Thank you, Rabbit King. Thank you, Panru. Thank you, thank you. Anybody else I can get to play this game, that's a win to me. So, good for you. I'm happy. Whole year gifted. God bless the Zaders. Nadindra, you have to give out a year of gifts now to pay them back. You got. If you get Kingdom Hearts perms, will you play it first? I actually considered it just to piss Octavio off. Literally no other reason. I wonder if Shinri would like this. I bet you Shinri would actually really genuinely enjoy this game a lot. Because there's so much minutia involved. And I'll explain that in a minute once we get into the actual game, but let me... Oh, my game crashed. Hold on 1 second, I gotta reload it. I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. When we get into the game. And we'll do that right now. Right now. Hold on, my game's not capturing. Right. Now. Ta-da! Okay. So, here we go. This is going to be Vintage Story. Make sure the game capture's running. It is. Oh, my music's still on. I'm sorry. The in-game music is very quiet, but just bear with me. So first things first, let me crack open my stamina potion. I need the rise in energy now because I am tragically very frustrated after what just happened. Ah. Tasty. So, what is Vintage Story? It is a voxel-based game. The closest analog is Minecraft. But think Minecraft, but a survivalist dream type of deal, right? So, like, you do, like, blacksmithing. You do, you got to worry about your diet. You got to worry about soil quality. When you're looking for ore, you actually have to, like, either pan for the ore in rivers, or you need to use a dowsing tool to figure out how ore deposits are and how pure the ore itself is in certain areas where you would do mining. You have to build like support beams inside of tunnels where you're mining so you don't get collapses, etc., etc., etc. It's pretty cool. It is not a mod, and I'm going to get that question a lot today, to the point where I'm considering just putting up a, like, pinned message that says this is not a mod. Now, you'll have to forgive the characters. They are a little bit of ugly guys, but that's okay. We're just little ugly dudes. Sure. Orpal. That's pretty dark Orpal. Do we have like a... You know what? I'll go with it. Doesn't matter. Sure. Pants. All right, we got to decide on our voice is important. Yippee! Have a great time playing today. Thank you. BrimQ, thank you. Oh, I missed Peon. Give me the 19 months as well. BrimQ, thank you for the soup. And Peon, thank you for 19 months. Listen, I know I said my last member milestone was going to be the last one for the year, but things happened. No! Oh, okay. The WOG went well. Congratulations. Well done. I'm home early. Hey. Welcome back, Peon Thingy. I was looking forward to you being here when I got to the Orc campaign in Warcraft 3, but that might have to wait for this weekend. Anyway, thanks for 19 months. Crusader Lugosi says, don't know what to say. You're a pretty cool guy, I guess. Sincerely, your least favorite lurker. You're still not my least favorite, but all right. All right, let's really quickly get ourselves some hair. What about layered? What's that look like? Actually, hold on. Let me look at my hair. Let me look at that hair. Let me look at my hair. Let me look at that hair. Wait a minute. Oh, you can add a ponytail as an extra thing on top of the hair. Oh, interesting. So you can do like layered and then add a ponytail or a bun. Oh, it's customizable hair. Okay, sorry. Is there like a side pony I could do? Whoa, top bun. A braid. I might just do the ponytail and just cut it short here. Not worry too much about this. Oh, that's cute. You can do like a little fluffed out ponytail, like a little spiky one. Oh, you could do the ponytail where sometimes I do that with my hair if I don't want it in my face. So what I'll do is I'll pull it back and then I'll flip my ponytail upside down on itself to make this little like peacock crest above my head if I don't want it touching my shoulders. I'm just gonna go with like I kind of want to get through character creation as quickly as possible, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna do layered or that's not it. Whoa, that's not it. We might do layered. You know what? I'm just gonna do layered. We'll call it even. That's good enough for me. Mustache, no. Beard, no. Pitch, here we go. Hold on, let's do like a low. Whoa. That's kind of cute. Nah, that sounds too sad. Sorry. All right, I gotta stop fucking around with this. I gotta pick a thing. Okay, I'm gonna go with like oboe. Oh, it stopped. It's like, you know what? You don't get to hear anymore. I'm tired of you. Let's just go with like a medium oboe. Okay, let's party. Here we go. That's our character. I suppose you're cool enough to stick around and make it to 2 years or whatever. Okay, dang, Moons, chill. Anyway, thank you for Exceptional for 20 months, baby. Let's go. Oh, you guys want to do saxophone? I could do saxophone, I guess. They're not giving me examples anymore, and I'm stuck with hearing this the rest of the game, so I need it to not be terrible. I'm going to go with oboe because I know oboes sound okay. All right, here we go. You ready? Oh, my class. That's right. We're going to play a commoner because I don't want any positive or negative traits, but there is a class system in the game that change how you play. So if you're ever playing in a group, it could be cool to play with different classes because then you do different roles, right? Like, for example, hunters are terrible at melee and at mining, but they're really good with ranged weapons and they're pretty fast. So that's nice. Malefactors are good at getting loot, but they're bad at literally everything else and they're really easy to kill. Clockmakers are good with machines and bad at fighting and really easy to kill. Blackguards are really good at melee fighting, but they eat a lot, and they suck at ranged weapons, and they suck at looting. So, anyway, I'm just going to stick with a commoner because they have no ups, no downs. They're okay at everything. And we're just going to get started. And I'll explain the game as we go. Okay, so, first thing I'm going to do, find some food. I sound a lot higher pitched than I thought I would, but that's fine. Like I said, it's a block game, so you're gonna be familiar with it if you're familiar with block games. But basically, you know, you've got your jump buttons, you've got your blocks you can break or not break. You've got your right clicks, your left clicks. I'm gonna gather some berries as soon as possible because starvation is a very real, very serious, very consistent problem in this game. Ronald Reagan Hater 69, thank you for 20 months of being an asshole. 20 months. Free me. You like my evil schemes? Aww. Hope you're ready for more. Okay, so, basically, hi Crimzon Rulez, thank you. I forgot how to check my character sheet. There's a button for checking your character sheet. Oh, see. So basically, you're keeping track of a couple things, like, for example, being soaking wet, which is important to my body temperature. That's how minute this game can get. You gotta worry about your body temperature, your satiety, which is how hungry you are, but also, you keep track of how much nutrition you're getting from fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, dairies, and this might sound like a lot, but don't worry, it's not that big a deal early on. You'll worry about that later. Hotch W, thank you for a year and a half, and thank you for the content. And you're welcome. This game looks so vintage. I hope it's a cool story. It's our story. It's our story about us. It's a story about you and me, about the deep connections we make to ourselves and to the world around us. It looks like I've got a big ass mountain right by me. I've got some small lakes here, which is pretty cool. To the north, there's a smaller mountain. There's some forests. Looks like some arid area over here. Maybe some desert. Whoa! Welcome in and thank you for the raid. Hello, Liron. Hi, thank you for the cat raid. Welcome, gamers. We're playing a little vintage story today. It's a block game that is about survivalism, much more so than other block games in the competing market. I will explain what that means in just a moment. Actually, I have an opportunity to show you what it means in just a moment, and I will, right here. So, check this out. How was your stream, by the way, gamers? Hi, I'm Crimzon Rulez. I'm Elysium's greatest monster hunter. I'm your least favorite idol in the Midwest fantasy VTuber. Ding! And today I'm playing a block game. Let me show you something. How do you make tools in this game, you might be wondering? Do you just put them on a crafting table? Not exactly. Flapjack, thank you for the gifted chip, by the way. What you gotta do is you gotta look at the ground. You gotta set it down. Pick a tool type. In this case, I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself, let's say, why don't I grab myself an axe? And then you take another rock, like what I have in my hand here, right? And I'm gonna hit this rock until I make a shape I want. Now I could do this slowly by slowly chipping away one at a time, or I could save time and just cut the edge of the rock off and make it faster for myself. Pretty cool. Whoa, thank you for all the gifted chips! Thank you! Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are getting so many tips today. Congratulations. Videography? What does that mean? What is that? Wow. Thank you, Triple Sus. Thank you, Ponroot. Thank you for the gifted chips. Wow. And congratulations to those of you who are getting them. I'm just going to grab myself some branches here, too. It is important to me that I get them so that I can make a knife in a moment. And I'll explain why I'm doing that as well. There's going to be a lot of explaining things as I go, but don't worry about it. Mostly what you need to know is that I'm trying not to die. My main goal is do not starve to death today. What? Shin, thank you for the gifted chip. Alistair, thank you. Firebox, thank you for the chip. Congratulations. Ding. Aromantic Pigeon Madness, thank you for being a Crusader. Love and life to the fullest, thank you for the gifted chip. Ingrid, thank you for the gifted chip. Baby Bat Monkey, thank you for the gifted chip. Have Mercy, thank you for the gifted chip. Reese Peace, thank you for the gifted chip. Myra, thank you for the gifted chip. Strawberry, thank you for the gifted chip. Thank you for the chip. Bag. You guys cracked open an entire bag of chips today. Rupoki, thank you for the gifted chip as well. That might be the beginning of a mighty chip war. You guys do that while I find myself some flint. Thank you, Rabbit King, for more chips. I know you threw some earlier. I'm not doing a great job of being a yappy little guy, am I? My bad, brothers. My bad, brothers. But let me set this down and make myself a quick knife, because I'm going to need that to get some cattails. They're just barely common water reeds, but they're not edible. I didn't hear what you guys were doing for your stream. What'd you do today? What'd you get up to? What kind of mischief were you doing? Oh, Fir Tree, thank you! And thank you, Sarah Spunda. And thank you, Karu, for the gifted chips. I think I caught up. I think I've caught up for the most part. Alright, we're gonna make ourselves a quick knife. And I need this knife to cut down cattails. Dragonfly92, Danny, and Falcona, thank you for the chip war chips. Flatjack, thank you for the chips! Alright, you guys are just trying to make me yap a lot, huh? Alright, so we did confessions. Ooh, the spicy kind. Dude, I'm soaking wet because it's raining out and I don't have any, like, umbrella or hat or anything. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Horizon Leah, thank you for the gifted chips. Thank you for... Wow, 5 chips. You're crazy. Iwashi, thank you for the gifted chip. So it's going to be a little bit of a slow start. That's just the way this game kind of is. Oh, spicy. Oh, my. Well, well, well. That's kind of the way this game is, but don't worry. Once we get going, things will get a little bit more exciting. And then they're going to slow down again, and you're just going to have to be okay with that because it means we get to yap at each other for a while. So it's kind of a big win for you. Ding. Triple sus. Newt to shop with the 5 big gifted chips as well. Damn. You guys are really trying to... They said, no. No gray. Only green. Did I see a gray? No! Snow Halation? More like Chip Hail Nation. I'm gonna give you a 2 out of 10 on that one. Siggy! Thank you for the chips as well. And Shen, thanks for the soup. Trust me, this is the type of game where we're gonna spend a lot of time yapping with each other, so just get ready for that. But let me just get started, and then we'll get yapping. I'm also going to need to solve the problem of shelter here shortly. Mostly because if I don't find somewhere to camp, I'm going to have a really bad time when night hits. This game's night times are significantly more dangerous than other block game nighttime. Let's see if we have enough cattails yet to make ourselves our first... Yay! Backpack! Alright, I made myself a little basket, so now I have more inventory space. That's right, baby. You start with just your hotbar of inventory space, so until you make yourself some hand baskets out of reeds, you don't get any. And each hand basket is only 3 more slots, so you're really gonna want to collect a lot of reeds early on. Like a lot. Are those little foxes? Aw. They're scared of me. Oh, it's a baby fox, and it's mom! Sorry. Euphoria! Thank you for the gifted chip! Man, that mountain is huge. I can't believe I spawned by that. That's so cool. You guys want to try and make a mountain home? Like dwarf style? Ooh, flint. Yummy. Yippee! I'll pick up some of this slate too, because if I find clay, a lot of what I'm going to say is going to sound really weird to you if you're used to Minecraft. But I'm going to pick up a lot of this slate, because if I find clay, I can pack the slate and clay together to make early types of cobblestone, basically. Oh, wow. Sykes, thank you for the 5 big gifted chips. You guys are kind of giving fan energy. Ugh. I'll tell you what, it's actually going to be a good idea for me to build a small staircase up there too to make it harder for monsters to get to me if I want to make a small mountain home. But for now, let's go ahead and just scale it manually. And later on, what I'll do is I'll build a staircase. But I can't go too high up, because if I get too high, I will get to the colder climates as I raise up in the atmosphere. And that is going to be really bad for me, because my character will freeze to death. Cold is a real threat in this game. I do kind of want to at least make it to that stone up there. I don't know what type of stone that is. This is soil. What type of stone is this? That's the slate rock, which is why we're finding so many loose slate stones around. Maventide! Thanks for being a bruiser. Oh, it's andesite. Cool. Okay, so we're at some andesite stone here. All right. Looks like there's some quartz here as well. I think this is where I'm going to put my house for now. And we'll look out over the entire world. It means I'm pretty far away from wood, which is going to be a problem in the long run, but in the short term, I'll be all right. Let's go ahead and make ourselves our first pickaxe if we can. I'm going to set down this flint. Just going to crouch here on the edge of this wall that I'm by. When are we supposed to go to see the Lovecraft type horrors? Soon, Percy, soon. I can't make pickaxes yet. Oh, I need copper. I can't make a mountain home. Oh no, I can only live in the dirt. All right, I'll make a shovel instead. That's fine. Once again, if you ever play this game, you can do things the long way, the annoying way, by slowly, one at a time, breaking down each of these little blocks yourself. Or you can be smart about it and just try to cut it off at diagonals, and you'll just cut off the ends so that I have to take all that sweet, sweet time. So if you stand in the dirt for too long in rain, does it start to sink because it becomes mud? No, but there is a setting you can put on in this game, and I would really, really, really recommend you don't do it for your first playthrough. Oh my god, I almost fell. There's no shift to, like, not fall in this game. I forgot about that. Shift only makes you sprint in this game, unlike in Minecraft. There's a setting you can turn on that makes it so dirt behaves with gravity, realistically. Which is to say, if dirt is, like, at an odd angle, or it's stacked too sharply, or it's just free-floating like this, it will immediately fall down. And you will take damage in that, like, landslide, and it sucks. I like playing with that setting, but for the sake of showing you this game, I am not going to be playing with that setting today, because it can be a little frustrating in the early game. When your only real building material is dirt. And wood. But personally, if I were playing on a server, I would absolutely want that setting on. Oh, a little sleepy fox, look. I'm not going to get too close because those foxes will absolutely kill me in a fight. I'm not kidding. I guess we got to find a new home. It can't be the mountain, not yet. We'll come back to the mountain when we want to start harvesting some quartz and andesite. But for now, let's go ahead and journey onward and see what we can figure out before nighttime falls. Am I going to set up a server for the boys? No promises. I don't want to make any lofty promises or set any lofty goals. I would love to show this game to Shinri at some point, but until I get a guaranteed, like, 2 or 3 people who are interested besides me, I don't think I want to set up a server now. But I would love that. That'd be really cool. You might be wondering why I'm collecting the roots of the cattails as well. It's because I want to plant them so that they are nearby, so I don't have to keep wandering to farm them later on. So wherever I end up setting my home, I would like the cattails to be close by. That mountain looks really cool in the distance. Huh. And anyway, sorry. Ooh. Yummy. Wee berries. I should eat these ones before they start to go bad, actually. Berries don't fill you up very much. The bar on the left down there, that yellow bar above my hot bar on the right, is my hunger bar. So don't let that run out. It's very easy to run out in this game. Don't let it if you can help it. I personally think Shinri would absolutely fuck with this game, though. I can't wait till we... I'm going to try to speedrun getting to... oh, what's this? Wild turnips. Cool. Oh, and I got a seed for him to plant in the... Oh, maybe I can start a little farm. I'm going to try to speedrun getting to copper tools. So that I can show you guys the blacksmithing in this game, because that's what made me love this game. I fell in love with this game because of the blacksmithing. The mountain looked like layered cake. Oh, it kind of did. You're in the Bronze Age? That's the best age to be in, baby. So from what I understand of Vintage Story right now, and it's I'm pretty sure it's like either a small team or a solo developer. It might even be just one guy. It is currently split into 3, well, technically 4 ages. There's the Stone Age, which I am in. There's the Bronze Age. There's the Iron Age, and I think there's a Steel Age, but I'm not sure yet if there's a Steel Age. I might be wrong. It might just be Iron. But I look forward to there being more in the future because I would love even more progression in a game like this with very slow progression. I kind of want to steal this bush. Maybe... You know, I'll just eat all these berries, and then I'll just take what's left in the bush, because I think that'll just about fill me up. Yeah, perfect. Nice. All right, now I've got 5 berries for later. I'm going to go park myself somewhere closer to trees, I think. Since I can't build with... I cannot build with stone. I think my best bet might be to run closer to the trees, so I can at least make a log cabin or something early on. But keep in mind, this game's pretty brutal about respawns early on. You almost always respawn somewhere near the beginning of the game, which is going to be pretty far away from me. So dying is going to be a problem. There is indeed steel. Nice. Oh, you know what I do need to pin in chat is no spoilers, because I know people are going to come in here and try to give me, like, advice on what I should be doing or what the optimal strategy is, and I gotta avoid that because I want to experience this game raw. I've only ever gotten to the Copper Age, and not very far into the Copper Age, and I don't want to be told the optimal way to play before I get there myself. Steel's a whole process to get to. Man, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Yes! I have enough cattails. Let's go! We're inventory maxing. I've already got some dry grass. Dry grass is going to be important for making torches later, so if you can help it, make sure you get a knife to get some dry grass early on. I will pin the no spoilers message, but I really got to get over to these trees so I can start building a house. Oh, there's an evil rift right there already, which will summon the horrors TM. So I'm not going toward that rift yet. Man, I'm so glad he's been playing this. That's so cool. I'm jealous that he got to it first, but I'm so glad he's been playing it. In what age do we get tailoring? So as far as making outfits go, I've never been able to do it myself. I make armor. I've made armor in this game before, but I've never made like clothing, so I don't know when or where that's gonna happen. A raccoon! That's so cute. Look at him. They got a baby. Oh, but there's another mountain over here. Yay! We found another smaller mountain. And there's a small, like, forest of trees down here and a lake. I stay winning. All right, we're probably going to park it up on this hill. Or do I want to be near water so I could do easier farming? I might want to be near that lake. I might go down to the lake and park it down there. It's going to make it easier for me to do a small crop farm early on if I have water nearby, so I don't have to worry about like irrigation and things like that. And I don't know how to transport water in this game. I don't know if there's like buckets. So I think I'm just going to go down there. Yeah, this looks like good real estate. I'm going to take this tree down before I go. Trees take a very long time to cut down in this game. Just be prepared for that. But it does cut the entire tree down, so that's very nice. Was that an oak log or is that's a pine log? Well, I don't want to really mix and match my woods here, so I'm going to look for more pine wood. Plus, I really like pine trees. They're cool. That looks like pine to me. Actually, depends on how many blocks you're cutting. That makes sense, actually. That's a good happy medium. Like, you can't just cut down a massive tree super speed. Basically, I mean, it basically makes it scale on how many blocks you're cutting down total, but it doesn't make you sit through the minutia of like building up to the top of the tree. I think that's a good happy medium. That's very cool. I will say the most satisfying tree cutting I've ever done in a video game, though, was definitely Valheim, but that's only because I like dodging the trees as they come down. That whole, like, timber feeling was really cool. I probably should have collected those bushes I was harvesting earlier, too, so I could have berry bushes near me, but I'm never quite sure if I am allowed to bring those with me or not. This seems like a good spot, actually. I'm going to cut down a couple more trees. Just these 2, I think. Maybe these 3. Yeah, these 3, and then I'll put my house like right here in this sort of like marshy area. Oh, this is awesome, actually. This is great. I love this. Fun fact, Vintage Story was originally a mod for Minecraft. I 1 million billion per trillion quadrillion % believe that. Bears will eat you in this game. Don't fuck with bears. Bears will fuck you up. Wolves and bears are a very real, very genuine threat. Can I tell you guys a story once about a survival game I played? I played a game called, it was called Reign of Kings. And it never left early access. It might have been a scam, honestly, from a scam company, but I loved it. And one time, I was on a server with a bunch of people. And somebody, they basically had like vague server roles, but there was no like nothing stopping you from playing however you wanted. But there was a type of armor in the game called a steel armor, which was the best armor in the game. So almost everybody used the steel armor and used a claymore because it had a sort of like mountain blade style combat system. And it was generally a bad idea to not be fighting in steel armor with a two-handed sword. But being the little shitbird that I was insistent that I only used leather armor and only used a one-handed longsword. But I quickly gained a reputation on that server as somebody who was very good at getting in and getting out of places. So people would hire me to steal things from other players from their bases when they would lock them up. And at one point, someone hired me to assassinate a player who was in full steel armor with like full fortifications, could not, theoretically had an impregnable defense on his home that you would have to like work hours and hours and hours to break down the doors from. So instead of breaking down the doors, what I did was I waited until he walked away and went about his business to go mine some more iron. And I cut down a tree at such an angle that it rolled against another tree and fell against his base, and then I ran up the log, jumped over the roof into his base, went and opened the door, and then stole all of his, like, pre-forged steel. And then I went and captured him with a rope while he was out in the field and dragged him down to the beach, where I imprisoned him in a little cage. It was beautiful. And I was like, no fortress is impregnable to me. Let this be a lesson to you. Anyway, we've got quite a bit of pine logs, so let's go ahead and start setting up a little, like, really, we're gonna do like a really shitty hut to start out with, because I just do not have the time or the resources to truly build well. Do I have a shovel head? I do, that's perfect, actually. So what I'll do is I'll do a roof of dirt and walls of pine for now. Nice swamp, thanks. It was pretty goofy. The server owner, who was the one who had hired me to capture them, told me that they only did it because they did not think I would be able to capture them. And they had nothing to pay me with because I had no interest in steel. So instead what he did was he gave me a bunch of bear tokens. Which is, he told me not to tell anybody how I got them, but basically what they were spawn eggs, like in Minecraft, but specifically to spawn bears. He gave me 3 tokens that I could throw down, and it would summon a bear. And he's like, do not tell anybody how you got these. That's fine. Don't use them to be a dick. I have nothing else to give you, really. I just didn't think you'd be able to get that guy. And I was like, cool. So then I had bear summon. Oh, that's nice that they give you the ability to rotate it if you have a wrench. I like that. The dirt started to fill up. That's funny. Honestly, this might be a little bit too ostentatious. I might need to cut this down a bit, but this is okay for now. Yeah, let's go ahead and say that we're going to cut this down to, like, this long. And then what I'll do is I'll put down more dirt. It's already getting pretty dark, too, so I got to hurry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I did an even number. I hate doing an even number. It's fine for now. just for tonight, I'm going to go ahead and close myself in here fully. So I don't have to deal with mobs spawning in on me. Because they're pretty smart on their pathing in this game. And they will 100% try to, like, climb in through holes and windows and stuff. So I'm just going to sit here and listen to the sound of the water and the music, and we'll just chat while we wait. Yes, that's true, Olex Tarsov. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look for peat later, and peat's going to be important. For those of you who know what peat is, it's basically like condensed plant matter that lives in the bottom of like really acidified swamps. And what it does, it preserves the plant matter in such a way that it doesn't quite rot, but it just condenses on itself, and it makes a really good burning material that can burn for a long time. It's used in primitive like kiln forges, if that makes sense. So what you'll do is you'll dig a pit in the earth. You'll put down, like, let's say clay, if you want to bake clay. Like, you make a bowl shape out of clay and you put that underground in this little pit in the earth. And then you cover that in sticks. Then you cover the sticks in peat because they'll burn for a long time and they'll kind of fall into the sticks as you ignite them. Then you light that on fire and then cover the hole. And what that'll do is it makes sort of basically like a primitive forge that can cook things for you. Oh, guys will spawn in dark buildings with me? I better make myself a little torch then. I forgot the button for torch. There's actually, luckily, a guide here which could tell you about lights. Here we go. So a nap, a knife, and use it for firewood, blah, 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 fire starter, torches. So torches use 2 dry grass and a stick. So I was close. It was actually 2. 1, 2. And a stick. I am going to need a fire starter to make this do anything useful for me, but I'm going to go ahead and mount this on my wall for now. And I'll go ahead and make a fire starter, which I want to say is like dry grass and a stick or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Here, hold on. Let me look it up. Lurovsky says, been a minute since I caught a stream live, but I'm always happy to hear you yap. Good sir. Happy 10. Thank you for 10 months. And it makes scotch taste good. Do they use peat in scotch? Are you real? Really? You do, in fact, need fire starters in this game if you would like light. So keep that in mind. However, keeping fire going is just as important as having a fire starter. If you don't want to constantly be trying to start fires, you should just get a fire and keep it going. So you can use torches, for example, to be a long burning fire and then pick the torch up off the wall if you'd like. And then that torch stays ignited and you can use that to ignite other torches instead of constantly trying to use your shitty fire starter on it. That makes sense? Geology fact. Peat can be considered a precursor to coal. Coal seems originated from swamps, wetlands, etc. Generally originated as peat. Huh. The more you know. How easily do things catch fire in this game? Real fucking easy. So if you have a house made out of wood, like I'm about to, it is wise to not put fire too close to the walls, I found. Especially thatch roofs and stuff like that, which I would love to have a thatch roof at some point. So I'm going to keep my fire near a centralized area where I can hopefully put a bunch of stone around it or something and keep it from, you know, cooking. So actually, while we're waiting around and doing nothing, we can keep yapping, but I'm also going to set to work on digging out a fire pit. So let's see, that's wood, that's wood. So I know this is the width of my home, which means the center of my home is 4 blocks wide, which is actually really annoying. I might want to widen it by 1. It's so pretty out there in my little marsh. I love that. Also, the Jesus Christ, good to see you again. Thanks for the soup. Yeah, build a fire inside your wooden home. It'll be great. Oh, good to know, Blade Artist. Thanks. Also, side note, not that that was a spoiler, but just in case. I can't pin my own comment. Why? Can you die from CO poisoning? As far as I know, there is no death from smoke inhalation or anything of that nature, so no worries. Oh, my comment never got posted. Cool. Here, let's try again. Thank you, YouTube, for working. This does feel like the type of game where you can get carbon monoxide poisoning. And while I don't think that is something you can actually get in this game, I do know that there's certain types of stones that are toxic to the touch that if you have them in your inventory, like certain minerals and ores, it will start to kill you. I got into this game after hearing about it years ago. It's such a good time. Hey, great taste, Pearlpede. So what's funny is I tend to set up smoke ventilation holes in my games just because I like to do that. I do that in Valheim as well. The first starter house I usually do, which I haven't gotten very far in Valheim. I made it to the swamps, and that's as far as I've ever gotten. So I do want to go back there and play that game truly. But what I'll typically do is I build a little, like, you know, rectangular shaped house. And then what I do is I put the fire at the back of the house like this, and I'll put it in a like 2x1 hole or a 2x2 sometimes. And then I extend the house out. So there's a small fence around it, or like a small 1 block tall. And I'll build up and then build a slanted roof like diagonally with the like point going out and away. So there's a opening in the face of it. So it kind of guides the smoke out and away from the house while keeping the heat in. We're going to be here for a while, so let's just chill and shoot the shit, I guess. I have some berries. Actually, I wonder if I can make something to mix these berries. Is this going to go bad? Fresh for 21 days. Damn, 100 satiety? That's not too bad. Fresh for 2 days. So these actually last... Actually, these turnips last a long time. That's pretty good. I wonder if I could pickle these. I could definitely at least put them in like a sealed container. So food spoilage is very important in this game. Early on, one of the things you could do to keep your food... Oh God, I love the survival aspect of this game. Sorry, I'm just yapping a lot, but I get excited. Early on, one of the things you could do to keep your food safe is you can dig a cellar, and even better if it's made of rock. And if you store your food down there, it stays naturally dry and cool for longer, so it'll last longer. But you can also create sealed containers using like beeswax, or you know, like I think you can use resin from trees and such. And you could seal the containers, and it'll keep it like good for a super long time. Oh, it's fat. That's what it is. Fat and beeswax. Yeah, thank you, Wilness. Can you cook food in this game? Yeah. Yeah, you can cook. I should probably set up a fire, but I want to dig a fire pit first, but I'm going to have to extend my house, and I don't know if I want to extend it that way or that way yet, so I'm just going to wait. But what I'm probably going to do is I'll dig a fire pit, and I'll set up a... I don't want to set a ventilation hole in the ceiling, because the problem is mobs will spawn and just drop in through that hole. So I have to figure something out. Stand proud. Thank you, Ozymandias. Now I too can stand proud. Anyway, thanks for the tip about being able to press H on something to quickly check what can be made out of it. That's actually genuinely very helpful. I wonder what gears are for. Can you actually make machines in this game? Don't tell me. Don't answer me. Oh, maybe it's for ships. For building ships. Yeah, it looks like it. I definitely am going to want some firewood eventually, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, a pulverizer pounder. Is that for... That's not for mortar and pestle. I wonder what that's for. Oh, maybe that's for a machine that allows you to pound, like, rocks and stone and stuff. I could make a wooden club. I think I'd rather have a spear, though. Club's a little bit more durable. Can I make a shield out of wood? A brake and a clutch? Okay, let's chill, all right. Oh, I can make sod roofs. That could work, actually. I could do sod if I don't want to do thatch. What's it take to make a sod roof? Let's find out. So a sod roof requires... Oh. Well, all I need is soil. and logs and dry grass. That's actually not hard at all. Now, I wonder if this roof will decay over time, like grass would. Will it dry out, or does it stay evergreen? What are the monsters in this game? Eldritch horrors. The monsters in this game are like Hunt Showdown monsters, like bent over backwards creatures with their rib cages protruding out that fire their spine bones at you, or like weird broken-legged crawling things that try to bite your toes off with one eye. That kind of stuff. Good, Fartunaza, good. So clockmakers are a thing in this game, but I don't know exactly what they do. Did I hear a rockin' stone? It's true. Now, I don't know what all I can make out of cattail roots. I'm assuming you just cook them, really? Yeah, you just cook them. Which is fine. Oh, you can make an amulet? That's so cute. All I need is a little... Oh, I want to make a little cattail root amulet. That sounds cute. I need a root and a coil of rope. How do I make rope again? Cattails. How many cattails? I think I ran out of cattails. I think I used everything I had. And dry grass does not do it. Okay, that's fine. Oop. Oh, I should have harvested those vines off the trees before I cut them down. I could have made rope off those vines. I'm so dumb. Anyway, rope's going to be pretty important for early armor as well, such as making, like, bear armor if I end up taking down some bears, which, you know, unlikely, but possible. That's cute. You can make so many little amulets. And a sling. Interesting. Huh. Oh, I need linen to make a sling. Never mind. Irish says, watching/listening while on company time. The next few days will be busy for all. So I hope you and the Ruzeters have a fantastic new year. Here's to a great 2026. Whoopee! Thank you! And thanks for the delicious soup. I hope you're enjoying watching on company time, because I know I would. If I can find some metal scraps, I might be able to make myself a scrap weapon as well. Ah, a bucket. Now, a bucket could be good. A bucket could be good. But I can't do it without being able to make planks, and you can't make planks until you can make a saw, so it's going to be a while before I can do that. Well, that's okay. We'll come back to it. Rope will come in handy later on, but for now, let's go ahead and see what else we can get up to once the sunlight comes out. Let's take a look and see how close we're... Ooh, it's even darker out there, actually. It's getting real creepy out there. Just gonna eat some of my berries. What else can we make today? Let's see. We've got our sticks, which make tons of things. Tons of tools, tons of weapons. I think you make doors out of sticks early on. Pretty sure, anyway. It's kind of weird that the torch stops being animated when I'm in this menu. I wonder if time stops when I'm in this menu. I mean, the torch stopped, so... Oh, I think time stops when you're in that menu. I see. So you can unpause it by pressing the pause game button. Okay, thank you. So now time should be restarted, theoretically. Now I can look around while still not worrying as much about time not moving forward. Definitely not a bad idea to make myself a couple basket traps for catching early game. I find it exceptionally odd and interesting that the chosen sword type in this game is a falx, and not like a scimitar or a long sword or, you know, like your standard sword, I guess. Going to the falx is kind of curious. A glider? Huh. There's a reason. Oh, I'm sure it's some sort of story reason relating to like the ancient civilizations or whatever, but that's okay. I'll look into that later when I get to it. I love the amount of storage in this game, like shelves and racks and stuff. It's so cool, dude. You can also do this. Underrated thing. Every game should have this, but you can set your items down. I think it's like alt clicking or shift clicking or something like that. I don't remember the button for it, but there's a way to like lean your items up against the wall. That's so cool. Hold on. Wait, is that throwing my item? I don't know what I'm doing with that. I think that's throwing your shovel. Hold on. Is it? No? I thought it was control click. There you go. You just lean your tools up against the walls. I love that. That just makes it feel cool. And then you can be like, okay, I'm going out to cut down trees. And if you're on a server with players, you can just share tools. You can be like, okay, I'm going to go cut some trees. I'll take the copper like axe with me. I'll be back. If you have like higher tier tools and stuff, it's so nice. It's just such a nice small touch. And you can do it with a lot of things, right? Like if I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to keep carrying around all this flint, but I don't have any storage for it. I guess I'll just set it down type of shit. You know what I mean? It's great. Boom. I'll just put down some of these rocks. I don't want to carry them around. I'll just leave them here for now. Neat. Okay, so nighttime's fading, and that's faded enough for me to feel confident going out there, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick these back up. Oh, some of my roof grew over. That's funny. Okay, so question 1. Which way do I want to extend this cabin? I guess this one's up against the hill on this side, so I'm probably not going to extend it that way, so I'll probably go out this way. Oops, I lost my torch there. That's all right. So, knowing that I want to extend my cabin out this way, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And this. Oh, sorry. This. Oh. We have another tree here. That's fine. I actually kind of want to take down this maple log anyway, because I would like to use it for firewood. I believe the game starts in spring. I could be wrong. I could be very, 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 very tragically wrong, which will go poorly for me if I am. It's May. No! I messed that up. Ooh, weather's getting a little foggy. Arguably, this would look better if I actually did these ones sideways, so it looked more like an actual cabin, but I also don't care enough, so. This game gets that a lot, user. It's okay. Okay. Is this house a little grandiose for a starter house? Yeah. Do I care? Nah. Cool. Bum, 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 bum. So let's start out by doing this. I'm gonna leave a small hole in the ceiling for now. I would like my fire pit to be back here, I think. So I'm gonna dig a little hole right here. And that's where my fire's gonna go. Okay. Luckily, they give you a survival guide for starting out, so you can quickly figure out how to do things. So, for example, let's figure out how to make a fire pit out of firewood. And I believe what you want to do is click on this. Oh, my bad. You're going to want to do maple log, and then I think you need to put your axe under it, or maybe vice versa. There we go. So we'll do some firewood, and then I'll press H on the firewood to figure out how to make a fire pit. Place dry grass on the ground, and then add 4 firewood. Okay. That's simple. So we take some of our dry grass. We're going to put that on the ground down here. And then I'm going to stack some firewood around it. And then the easiest way to start this was it's just going to be using my torch instead of a fire starter because the torch stays lit. So this is simple. Okay, we're lit up. Just like that. And then I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here in the hopes that that doesn't burn down my wooden walls. Yippee! Not exactly, AJ. Think of it less like that and more like a survival game. It's a little bit more survival focused than something like Minecraft. And then I think if I want to cook with a fire pit, I believe you have to put... I think just putting food on the fire, your character will naturally put up sticks to cook over it, but you can also eventually get like a pot and stuff like that. But now that I've got shelter down, let's go ahead and make a door, and then I'm going to focus on going to find clay and food, because I am starting to get a little hungry. So let's first figure out how to do a door. We need an axe, 2 logs, and 3 sticks. Simple enough. This is not a good door. And you might be wondering, well, what makes a good door? One that doesn't fall apart every 2 seconds. This one has a chance every time you open and close it to just fall off the hinges, which is a nightmare when you're running from monsters. I'm not going to lie to you, but we'll get used to it. Does that mean there's more like realistic physics / elements? So it's more realistic in the sense of you have like a diet system for like trying to stay healthy. There's a temperature system for not dying in cold or hot weather. Food is a real problem. You have to worry about things like the grade of the soil that you're using to plant things in if you're trying to do farming. You have to go through the Stone Age for a lot longer. You'll see here I just now made a fire for the first time since starting the game. I have cooked 0 food, and I've been surviving entirely off of blueberries and raspberries, essentially. And I am just now finishing my first abode, my first primitive abode, and I've been going for already an hour, and I just now built my first shitty house out of dirt and logs I cut down. At any rate, I'm going to quickly plant some of my cattails, so I have an easy cattail farm. I'm just going to plant them along, let's say, right here-ish. Because I can always use more cattails to make rope. So it's never a bad idea to have more cattails laying around. Plus, it looks aesthetic. We love aesthetics. Okay. Yeah, the swampy vibes here go hard. You can also eat the cattail roots. They're not great, but, you know, they'll give you something if you cook them. Wild rhizomes. Yum. Okay, step 2 is finding clay. Clay is how I start to work my way out of the Stone Age and into the Bronze Age, which is my main goal today, is to get started in the Bronze Age. So I'm going to go hunt down clay wherever I think is likely to have it. This is sand. Sand is of no use to me at the moment. I will want to make another shovel, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Do I have more sticks? I do. I should probably make a spear. I've been playing pretty aggressively with no defenses, and having the ability to defend myself is going to be important. So let's nap out a spear real quick. Maybe 2. Maybe 3. There is, in fact, a diet system, yes. Have I been napping out the wrong things? Or did I do spearheads? No, I did spearheads. Okay, I was like, oh, no. You might be wondering why I want more than one spear, because, unfortunately, things will kick your ass in the early game, so having a ranged weapon is really good, and the most primitive ranged weapon there is throwing a pointed stick at enemies, so that's what I plan to do. Actually don't need to be carrying all these firewood logs on me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put them away in the house for a minute. Just stack them up in the corner there. Dude, I love that napping and being a mechanic is in this game. It drives me. It literally it activates my neurons. Now, I don't think forests. I don't know. Personally, I don't know the spawning mechanisms in this game for materials, and don't tell me if you do know. I just want to rely on any survivalist knowledge I have. But from my knowledge, clay is not more likely to spawn in forests. Honestly, I think it's probably more likely to spawn in, like, riverbeds, but there are no rivers, per se, in this game. So I should probably head toward maybe this no, that's all forest over there, I think, in the east, right? Or maybe that's dryland over there. Maybe I can head over there and check some of these, like, water pools in this sort of, like, grayer area. And if that doesn't work out, I can head toward this sort of deserty looking zone and see if I can find some there. It's a pretty far trip. I might want to see if I can make a spawn point by making, like, a straw bed or something like that. Let's see if there's such a thing as a straw bed. Can you make a bed this early? No, that's a hat, though. Ooh, I can make myself some improvised body armor. It does burn, unfortunately. And it does reduce damage by 55%, which is pretty good. Straw hat increases my warmth, which is good. And it protects me from rain. That's nice. I don't know if beds act as spawn points in this game or not, but I would love if that were the case. So let's see. Oh, hay. Hay can be used to make a wooden bed. So what I need is to stack 8 dry grass on itself in a square. And then I would need 3 of the... Oh, I need planks. Damn. Oh, a hay bed. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Okay, a hay bed. Perfect. Let you sleep for 7 hours a day. Okay, I'm going to go out and get some grass real quick. What this? Oh, a maple seed. Cute. All right, we've got the beginnings of a shitty little house here. No, I don't actually want to sleep. I just want to bed. Okay, so that's not a spawn point. That sucks. Ah! There's always so much to do, but that's what I love about this game is that there's so much to do. All right, I'm going to head east and see what I can find. I'll search for food along the path. One thing I really like about this game is that there's a lot of downtime, and I know that sounds like a bad thing, but when it comes to just having time to yap, I enjoy that in games, especially games that I intend to stream. I also like it when I'm playing it multiplayer games, right? So like if I had like Shinra here, it would just give me time during nighttime when we're like napping out new tools or like, you know, I don't know, cooking food or making sure the fire's staying lit. It gives me time to just kind of shoot the shit and talk about stuff without being distracted by gameplay, because it's pretty mindless gameplay when you're just vibing at night. Oh, boulders. Now, I could take this slate and make some stone out of it once I get myself some, clay. So that's pretty good. Uh-oh. Ooh, little frame drop there. That's okay. I have died to bears in these sort of like weird gravel deserts, so I'm a little cautious of them because for some reason bears seem to like slate gravel deserts. I don't know what that's about, but... Okay, I'm not seeing any clay out here. And I don't know what use gravel... Oh, I think that material down there, I'm pretty sure it can be turned into thatch. Or at least a sort of dry grass roof type. So I could use that to make a roof later. I got to keep that in mind. That is right by me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to mark that on my map. Here's something really cool in this game. You can just drop markers at any time, I'm pretty sure, by right-clicking. And then doing like, let's call this marsh grass. And I'm going to mark it with like this sort of yellow-green color to remind myself that I could make a roof out of it later. And I'll do that. There we go. So at any time, you can just like drop waypoints and keep track of things, which is nice. Hey, Rhoda. Oh, there's a little like rift into the hellscape over there. I'm going to head a little further north. I want to head toward this sort of grassland area rather than wasting time here in this gravel desert. I don't think I'm going to find any clay here. I've never found clay in this biome. The music in this game is really charming, actually. Got to keep my eyes peeled for any wolves. They sometimes haunt the grassland or hunt in the grasslands. Okay, I see a little gravel. Cow parsley. Music's very low, though. We could barely hear it. I could fix that. Hold on. I'll turn it up to like 10%. Yeah, that seems pretty good. How do you guys feel about that? Or do you want to do 15? That sounds good. Good. I also might be able to find some berry bushes while I'm out here, which would be nice. I might cut them down and take them home with me as well, just so I have something nearby. I forgot to mark my house. I should do that now before I forget. I'm right by this, and I'm right by this, I think. So I think this is my house right here. Close enough. I'm sure I'll find it. Hey, fellow leader. Thank you for 22 months of being a jackass. Woo! Quasi. Happy holidays and hope the last few days of this year treat you as well as you've treated us this year. Have I treated you well? My mistake. I'll do worse next time. Oh. I'll do worse next time. Is it raining again? No shot. Is that more wild turnip over there? I gotta go get that. Hold on. Yay! I'm protected from the elements. Oh, I got a little piece of straw sticking out of it. That's so charming. All right, let me get this turnip real quick. Oh, cool. There's another one over there. Oh, there's little baby ones. Do I want to let them grow or do I want to take them home? I think I'm going to take them home. I feel like starting a little turnip farm early on is going to be a huge boon just to have that available to me early on. Oh, a bunch of foxes are running from me. I don't see any clay in there. I think I see a... Is that an oyster down there? I think I see an oyster. I've never found turnips in this game before, so that's kind of cool. Wait, what is this clay? I think this might be clay right here. Red clay. Cool. Hey, we found some clay, gamers. All right. Let's just make sure this actually functions as clay real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a clay deposit right here. All right. Oh, well, hold on a second. I love this mechanic. It makes me aggressive. Okay, back to work. I am getting a little hungry, so I might have to eat these turnips. Which is a bit of a shame because they're not actually worth a lot until you cook them. I probably should have cooked some before I left. That's okay. Let's just get as much clay as we can. We'll head home with it. Oh, that's good clay right there. We're going to have so much red clay. Some would say crimson clay. Okay, how much do I have? 64, 21. We're going to need way more than that. Let's keep going. So many of the mechanics in this game tickle the brain in the right way. Oftentimes when I'm like modding Minecraft, this is kind of what I'm trying to turn it into. And I know that like this is not everybody's yum. To a lot of people, this is a yuck. They're like, wow, this seems really like in-depth and annoying. It's like, yeah, man, I like in-depth and annoying. What can I say? I like it. I love it. Sign me the fuck up, brother. Put me in there for the mechanics that take time. I like that extra downtime to think and to chat and to do whatever. How to change Kamiyoshi. There's only one way. You have to defeat me in one-on-one combat. Meet me in the ring. 2 days hence. It's actually pretty lucky because last time I played this game, I searched around for like 2 hours for clay. This is noise. You seem like you'd enjoy Worm Online. I've heard about Worm Online, but only in passing, and I don't remember where or why. What's it about? How's it go? Is the combat good? That's important to me. I know that sounds rich coming from someone who's playing a block game, and the combat's never good in block games. But if you're talking about like an MMO, the combat better be compelling. All right, just a little bit more, and then we'll go home. No, the combat's horrible, but it takes months to build a castle. I mean, that's cool. Anyway, that's a lot of clay. Let's get our ass home. I love that it stays on the mini-map up there in the top right. You guys really can't see it because you're blocking it with your big old butts. But it's up there. And I can still see the clay deposit on it until I, choose not to type of deal. I probably let the fire burn out at home because I didn't put more wood on it before I left. My fault. But I still have my torch, so I'll just reignite it and cook up some cattail seeds for now. Oh, this is red clay here. Ah, shit. I better mark this other deposit too, just so I know if there's more if I need it. It's actually closer to home too. That's not even anywhere near water. That's kind of weird. Sorry, Crimzon fattened you up. Damn, same though. I ate so much food. Delicious and 100 million billion% worth it. Ooh, flax. I kind of wish this was already grown. I'd like to take it with me. I think you can use flax to make clothing because you can turn flax into a type of thread that you use for like... I agree, Omega Ad Zero. The amount of different types of grasses and like weeds and just like briars and stuff makes the world feel really lived in. Oh, mature flax right here. Uh-oh, am I out of... Oh, shit. I'll tell you what. I will simply eat some of my turnip. Well, I don't need the dirt. And I definitely need the flax seeds. I gotta hold on to that. I'll drop the maple seed. Yeah, I'll drop the maple seed and the dirt. And the maple seed. Flax grain, perfect. Okay. I think I'm going to take this, even though it's not going to give me as much. Flax is hard to spot because it blends in with the grass, but if you keep an eye out for it, it's not that bad. It's like a little taller than regular grass. But I'm pretty sure I could turn that into clothing later, so I'm just going to keep an eye out for any flax. It also has like sort of a reddish top that's easy to spot. I'm also going to drop this dry grass in exchange for getting some berries on the way home. Because I'm hungry. June on that bitch. Thanks for 22 months. And welcome back in. Sorry, I'm full on locked into this game at the moment, so I'm not I'm in the trenches mentally of enjoying this game. Oh, more red clay. Wow, there's so much clay around me. Cool. How big is this deposit? That's pretty good. Yeah, and it's even closer to home. It was all hidden by this woad, which is one of my favorite words to say. I like to say woad. I'm keeping an eye out for flax while I'm on the way home. That's okay. We be chilling. We do be chilling. I've never once started a farm in this game, by the way. Hey, I think that's that type of grass I was talking about that you can make roofs out of. It is. It's tool. Yeah. All right, so I can actually come back up here and get some more tool. So that's good. I think it grows in like swampy, like shallow waters and stuff. What did I use last time for this? I think I used this, and I used that brightish sort of green yellow. I'm just going to call it tool this time instead of like roof. Cool. And there's my house. Nice. Do I have... Give me that stick. Linen, that's what it is. Linen, yeah. That's what flax makes. Thank you. Did my fire go out? Ah, piss. Whatever. I'll just add more firewood. There you go. And then give me that. Okay. Set that back down. And then I think I can take these beets and cook them. Is that not working? That might not be working, actually. It might just be that it needs to be hotter before it starts to cook, because it still says cold and the temperature's pretty low while it's heating up. The fire might just be taking a while to get hot. I think that is in fact the case. Let's go get more firewood while we're waiting before nighttime falls. I don't really want to cut down any trees too close to my house. Why don't I take this tree over here down? That'll be a lot of wood for the future too. Oh. I cannot keep that moss. Okay, never mind then. Oh, just meats can be cooked over open flame? Okay, I'll go back and get that in a minute. That's fine. You just raw dog them veggies, huh? Fair enough. I hope my axe doesn't break before I make it through this tree. It's a pretty tall tree. Come on. Come on. Fight it. Ah! Please. I need this. I don't really need it, but I want it. Give me the walnut tree. It's okay, you can cook the veggies later, P landlord, when you put them in a meal. Give me the tray! No! I broke my ass. Oh, dude, not even close. Not even close. Oh, no, dude. Oh, no. It's gonna take me forever to do that again. Ugh. Minor setbacks are a big deal when you're out here surviving in the wild, brother. It's okay, though. Country girls make do. All right, let's go again. Oh, this is going to take forever. Okay. Imagine how much wood I'm going to get, though. All right. I like those little swamp gnats and stuff floating above that water. I think that's fun. I don't think you can get any sort of like crazy diseases in this game, but it'd be funny if you could. Also, I see some wild chickens in the distance and maybe a wild... What? It's so powerful it broke a full health axe? That's a crazy tree. You're a strong tree. I respect you. I respect you, tree. You are powerful. That's a crazy strong tree. It also could be that walnut is just a really tough wood, to be fair. I'm gonna go again, though. I will defeat you, tree. It is now part of my quest to defeat you in one-on-one combat. Euphoria, thank you for an entire year, and welcome back. I must defeat this tree before the evening is over. Again. I've got to hurry, though, because once mobs start spawning, I'm going to have a really bad time. I like this tree. This is a powerful tree. Yes! But I am more powerful. Okay, but I do need to make room for it now, so let me just eat this turnip. Yummy. And then I'm gonna have to come back around after a bit for this. Okay, I'm gonna have to put some stuff down. Ah, shit! Oh, well. I broke my axe immediately. Okay, hold on. I like that walnut wood. That's cool. I wish I had a way to store it easily, but I don't right now, so I'm just gonna have to make do. I want to go collect as much of that off the ground as I can before it despawns, though. Okay, so now I can start stacking this up in the corner. Again, I love that this game just lets you do storage like this. I think that is so charming. So cool. Isn't that cool? It's a dumb thing to be excited about, but I'm excited about it. God damn it. Visual storage. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's so cute. All right, so I am going to need... I only have 2 more slots to carry stuff with me. Maybe I should get rid of my pine logs for now or stack them up somewhere. I'm going to put these outside, and I'll recut them down if I need to later. But for now, what I really need is... I really need to go collect some of this wood off the ground so I don't waste my time. So I have not wasted my time cutting it down. Because that's a lot of wood. Okay. Wood wall, wood wall, wood wall. I could start to create like an actual wooden wall, like a fort wall, to keep mobs out. If I stacked it 2 or 3 tall and then built another door around it as a sort of like palisade. And that's not a bad idea, honestly. Honestly, it's a pretty good idea, but... No, just stay on the ground. How do I just set you down? I guess I can't really just put this down, can I? I'm going to stack my spear up on the wall here where I don't need it for now. Oop. Okay, house is looking pretty good. I wish I could just set these down. I wonder if I can just set them down. Like, can I just put you on the ground? Yeah! Nice! Okay, can I put a couple together? Like, just... Yeah! Okay, cool. God, I love this game. So cool. So fun. So many tiny little, like, quality of life things that I love about it. Yippee! Alright. Nice. I've got more wood than I could ever need, and that's not true. I'm always going to need more wood, but I've got a lot of wood, and that feels good. Yay! We did it, everybody. We're all caught up. We're all set. All right, so let me figure out how to cook up some of this while I eat my turnips. And then tomorrow, I think what I want to do is I want to start figuring out farm. I want to make a farm. I'm probably going to regret leaving this open, but we'll see. Can you stack them outside to save room inside? I sure could. I'm not going to, but I definitely could. One thing I do want to know how to do is, I'm surprised there's no music right now, is I want to see if I can't make a shelf or a tool rack to hang these on by the door, because I'm pretty sure that's something you could do. I can make a bow stave, I guess. Oh, no, I can't. I need a saw. Never mind. I would definitely love to make a wooden pan, though. A wooden pan would actually go kind of crazy. So I could carve out a pan. You might be wondering, why do you need a wooden pan? Pans are used for sifting or for panning, right? And if you don't know what that is, it is the concept of... Okay, sorry, let me start over. Do you know the gold rush in the Americas in like the 1800s, like late 1800s? So panning is what people do downstreams, usually from mountains or big ore deposits and stuff like that. And the idea is that like precious metals and like things like copper or gold or silver or iron or things like that, sometimes they flake off in water and it gets washed downstream. And you can pan the silt at the bottom of a river. And what it does is it'll like leave behind precious gems as well as rocks. And you can take all of those and eventually smelt them together to make bars. So you could pan in this game instead of going to mine. And early on, you're kind of going to want to do that. Oh, shelf. Here we go. Oh, so to make a shelf, I'm going to need boards. Okay. Damn, you need boards for a lot of stuff. That's crazy. Including making shields. Ooh, receive. Oh, cool. You can make rooftops? Yay. I mean, that makes sense, obviously. Oh, tomorrow I need to go and get some of that grass for my roof as well. Where's the door that you can make with boards? I mean, there's got to be a door, right? Oh, cute. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. Oh, you can make a 3 tall door. That's cool. I love that. Ooh, 2x2 gate. So a 4 block. That's fun. 2x3? 2x4? Castle gate, dude. You want to make a castle? You got it. Mixed dry stone fence. That's cute. Look at all those colors. Oh, you need so many different types of stones, though. Andesite, limestone, granite, bauxite, conglomerate, claystone, and a board. Damn. Ooh, a hellhammer. Hen box. So there's some sort of animal taming in this. There's obviously some sort of like animal husbandry going on. Interesting. Actually, while I'm just chilling, why don't we look at some guides? So let's do our starter guide. All right, so first, tools. We got our flint tools already. We did our napping. We've expanded our inventory. We're good to go on that. We found a little bit of food, but meal cooking is going to be our best bet once we get clay, which we do have now. So we're good on that. I would love to make some cobblestone, which requires stone surrounded by clay. I wouldn't mind making some cobblestone flooring for now. I could also eventually make a forge, which I'll need to do later. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of our clay while we're vibing. It's the middle of the night. Nothing's going on. We may as well use our time to make some clay resources. So the way clay works is you're going to form out what you need out of the clay. For me, early on, one of the most important things I'm going to be able to make is things like a cooking pot, for example. So I'm going to go ahead and start a clay cooking pot. You can also make crocks. Those are like for preserving food, but I'm going to start with a cooking pot. So this is a lot like napping, but you either add or remove. In my case, I'm going to be adding clay after I make the bottom part. So we want to remove clay to make the bottom. Then we're going to add clay lips to make the bowl. It's its own game, Frostwind. Crockpots. I love this part of the game too, honestly. Everything leading up to like the Bronze Age is so fun. And the Bronze Age seems really fun too. I'm excited to get involved in that. Yippee! All right, so there's our first pot. Now it's useless to us as is because it's wet clay. So we're gonna have to cook it. And I will show you how to do that a little bit later, but let's go ahead and get a couple other things first. So one thing I definitely want to do is I'm going to form myself a couple bowls. This is just so I can carry around any soups or stews I make and eat them if I need to. You can also make clay shingles if you want to make a roof. You can make watering cans for your fields and stuff like that. And you're going to need clay to make molds for once you start smelting metals. Because without molds, you can't make tools. Right? Is this game multiplayer? Yes. Yes, it is. You're also going to want a crucible. That's going to hold your molten metal later. But for now, let's get bowls. So one cool thing about this that you could do is you can actually change the tool you're using to be a little bit wider. So for example, I can make a 3x3 to remove 3 at a time. And I can also add 3 at a time using the 3x3. Oop, too far. I clayed too close to the sun. I like that you can do big batches, like do batches of 4 bowls instead of making them one at a time. I think it's really convenient. There we go. And now we have our 4 bowls. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this fire starter off. Actually, the fire starter, I'm so like unneeding of the fire starter at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this grass. I'm going to put the fire starter down right here. There we go. So I'll just keep that in the back wall. I'll use that later if I need it, but for now we don't. So give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. So let's go ahead and do a couple more clay things. Can you freestyle clay sculptures even if they're non-functional to decorate? I don't think so, Gale. But you can later get a chisel, and that makes it so you can just take a block and free form, like cut into it, like pixel by pixel to make things. So I definitely need some ingot molds. I need a crucible. I'm going to start with a crucible, I think. I'll probably do a crucible, and I'll put that with, let's see, what else do I want? I'm going to want a pickaxe mold. And I'm probably going to need a prospecting pick at some point as well. I could also use some storage for preserving grains and veggies, which would be nice. Oh, speaking of food, I'm kind of dying. Hold on. Let's hold off on the clay for a second. I'm going to put this away. I'm going to take down some of my firewood. Put it in here. And I'm going to use my torch here. To light that up and pray that it actually cooks some of these. Cooking temperature 150 degrees Celsius. Well, it's cooking. Are we ready? Is it actually going to cook? I think it's cooking. Oh boy. It is! Yeah! Okay, so we got a little food. Good. Don't tell me what to build now. Listen. I appreciate tips here and there, but don't tell me I want no knowledge about what is most efficient or what is most like optimal gameplay. I do not want to know. I do not want to know. Thank you. I want to live or die on my own merit. I'm gonna put more firewood in here just to keep the fire going because I've got enough at this point. I can afford to be a little bit greedy, not crazy, but a little bit. Build a Gundam banned. Okay, daylight's coming, so let's get a couple more clay things down. I'm also gonna need to go find some peat, and it didn't look like there was any in this swamp. I could be wrong. I'll look around, but. I don't know what to do with this flax grain yet. Fresh for 90 days. If I eat it, it gives me 30 satiety. I could probably cook it in something. I don't know. Anyway, I want to make more clay stuff real quick. I'm going to go ahead and make a crucible. I think that's important for me at the moment. Oh, that was wrong. Sorry. Wait, no, that was right. Tomorrow, what I could do is I could head out into the water and try to sift out some copper. But I don't know what the deposits are looking like out here, so that might be a waste of time, honestly. Let's see. Boop. Pop a little hole in the top. Okay. Give me that. Much like my other clay stuff, though, right now, this is not of a ton of use to me. I'm going to have to cook it. We got any more cattails? Oh, yum. Cattails. Mmm, delicious. They're going to keep me alive, but not for long. Okay. Let's get stuff done, shall we? First things first, see if we can find some peat. Nope. Muddy gravel. That's not great. So this is not a peat bog. Yeah, this is all just soil. There are some vines on that tree. I can use that for rope. I could make some armor. A fox. I could hunt that fox, I guess. I'm also going to need to put down some of this wood at some point, but I don't have good storage for it yet. Let me put away... I kind of want to bring all three of my spears, so I need to set this flint down, or make another tool out of it and set that down. Go ahead and just do... Let's make a hoe. We'll make a hoe so that I can... Oh, I need an actual rock to nap this with. Hold on. I'm going to make a hoe so I can start a farm for some of the seeds I have. And then I'll just put the hoe on the inside when I'm not using it. I have never done any farming in this game, so bear with me for a moment while I try to figure this out. Is it... that doesn't seem right. That, What did you just call me? Yeah, you heard me. Oh, farming. Here we go. Okay, so when you found several seeds and found a place to settle down, it's time to start farming. There are several factors that play into farming. Soil fertility comes in 4 levels: low, medium, high, and terra preta. Try to avoid planting crops in low fertility soil. They may struggle to mature in a timely manner. Crops need moisture to grow. Plant them within 3 blocks of water and it'll help them maintain good moisture levels. However, you can grow crops on ground with no water by using a watering can or natural rainfall. Once you've selected your location to farm, till the soil using a hoe and plant your seeds by right mouse clicking. should also think about the temperature and nutrient requirements of the seeds. The tooltip of the tilled farmland will tell you the status of the 3 soil nutrients, N, P, and K, for that block. Different plants need different nutrients, and we'll use them up from the soil as they grow. If the required nutrient is low, they're going to grow much slower. It's a good practice to rotate your crops so that each subsequent planting uses a different nutrient from the one before. Farmland will naturally regenerate its nutrients over time when left fallow. There are several types of fertilizer in the world, which can more quickly replenish crops. Damn. That's pretty in-depth, brother. All right. The good news is I do have some low fertility soil just laying around I can use. The bad news is low fertility soil is pretty useless to me, and forest floor is completely untillable. So what I need to do is find some high fertility soil and bring it back here, probably. Or settle for low fertility for now. Settle for low fertility now, and then get high fertility later as I find it. I think that's the move. Yeah, I'm gonna settle for low fertility now. I only have 5 seeds anyway, so we'll just do like a 6 wide little farm. It'll be very, 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 very tiny to start out with. It's just enough to keep me going. Hey, Oshlan! It's not Minecraft, but I understand 100% how you could come to that conclusion. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over here. 2, 3, 1, 2, and then we'll take that. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Did I destroy that flint just now? I did. Oh, that's already low fertility soil. Lucky. So, bum, 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 bum. Oh, okay. It's not letting me pick those up, but that's okay. I'll just plant it. There we go. Wow, my first ever farm in this game. That's cool. I love that. 2. 3. 4. Word to the wise in your early game, do not sprint everywhere. Sprinting everywhere is going to cook your food meter. So be careful with that. I'm going to leave behind all of my clay stuff for now, and I'll come back to it later. But right now, what I really need to do is go find food. So, oh, I should bring my spears. What if you sprint towards food? Is that okay? Usually you don't get enough food out of sprinting to make it work. What the hell? An apple tree? That'd be sick. I've never seen an apple tree. Whoopee! I planted my house right by an apple tree. I'm so lucky. I want to harvest all of this to get a roof going, but I don't have the wherewithal to do that right now. Sorry, fish. I'm sorry. I need your bones. Thanks, man. I did just break my knife. So I'll have to nap a new one of those. Which means I'll need more flint. Hey, look! Flint! Man, I can't wait till we get to copper. It's gonna be so cool. Okay, so we got some fish. I'm just gonna go run and drop those off on the fire to cook up real quick. Because I am starting to starve to death. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, we built a little fire pit. Yay, cute. Hey, Bluebell, welcome in. Okay, so the fire's already kind of warm, which is great. I do mean in-game. I have seen apple trees before. At least I think I have. Oh, vintage story are so good. 100 protein, baby. Protein. It's not as much as I need, but it's enough to get started. Hey, we're finally getting protein on the board for our nutrition. Got a ton of fruit and a little bit of veggies. I'm gonna let this cook. I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna go hunt down some berries, because, whew, food's looking a little rough. I'll need to find some peat as well. Oh, okay, sure. I kind of want to grab some of this for a roof, but I feel like that's kind of a waste of my very limited time right now, since I need to find food. Oh, actually, this is good. This is good. This is good. I think these are edible. Red wine? Yeah, I'm pretty sure red wine caps are edible. I don't think those are poisonous. You want to know your mushrooms before you eat them in this game. You definitely want to know your mushrooms. These give 80... Did I hear a wolf? Did you guys hear a wolf? Well, let's see if I get poisoned. So far, so good. Oh, this would be so nice if I could find a bunch of these. I should be saving these to cook, but at this point in the game, I just don't have the time to be picky, really. It's not actually a texture pack, Bluebell. This is a whole new game. I simply do not have the luxury of being picky and trying to be super efficient right now, or I will die. All right. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and make our roof now that we're pretty okay on food. Especially since daylight's running out, I've got to hurry. Grab this tool. I could technically bring this down to my swamp and plant it so it's easier to get a hold of. And that might be the smart move. Rather than coming up here for it every time, but... Oh yeah, we're getting that thatch. Let's go! Yeah, so this is a game called Vintage Story, for those of you who are just popping in or who maybe are confused about this. It is not a texture pack for Minecraft. It is a standalone game made by a very small team. I believe one guy, not 100% certain, honestly. But it focuses very much on the survival aspect of being in the wild, more so than, like, the crafting. And the crafting's still there. There's still really cool stuff you can build in this game and a lot of cool things you can get up to, but the gameplay in the moment to moment is much more concerned with, like, your ability to survive and make things work, which is why you have to, like, you know, take two rocks and beat them together to make the shape of tools. It's why forging takes so long. It's why I'm still not even at the Bronze Age yet, and I'm still, like, working through the Stone Age. It's why survival is so hard and why I can't just make clay. I have to, like, actually make a kiln to make it work. So we're gonna have to wait a while, and I will get to that. I promise I will make that clay cook soon. But for now, let's figure out what we're going to do with thatch. I believe thatch roof is the only real mechanic you can get out of thatch, and I'm super okay with that. It eats up a lot, though, per roof. Yeah, for sure. Still, having a proper roof is going to feel really cool, so I'll do it. Ooh. I, too, am a big fan of the minutia. Now, here's the thing. How tall do I want this to be? I could go up a block, theoretically. Yeah, let's go up a block. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around. And I'll build this one. Do I want to do one more tall? Nah, let's do it like this. There we go. Okay, so we're starting to get a roof. We'll have an actual house soon. Okay, I'm just gonna stack my thatch here until later. I got brought into the game by someone who was doing a video about simulated geology. I absolutely love that for you. I could take down some of these cattails to get some of the seeds to cook in a panic scenario, but for now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to head up into the mountains where I marked the other tool. It's over there. And I'm going to go grab a bunch more tool for the roof. I'm going to actually grab the seeds this time, so I do need to leave behind my hoe. And you know what? I'll leave behind these sticks too for now. Okay. But I'll bring my spear in case shit gets real dicey up there. Also, I marked the wrong place for my house. It's actually a little further back, isn't it? It's actually like right here, technically, is where my house is. Like in between these water puddles. So why don't we mark that down one more time? Home. Home. Whatever this is, needs to go. Okay. Hey, okay, go. Obviously, if I see an opportunity to find food while I'm up here, I'm taking it. Could always use more food. Never have too much food in this game. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to throw these spears the moment I see an enemy that I need to bring down. These spears are getting flung. Oh, look at all that. Look at all that tool. Mmm. Tasty. Let's get to work. So now that you guys have seen a little bit of Vintage Story, what are your thoughts? What are we feeling? How are we feeling about this one? Oh, you can cook this too. That's cool. How are we feeling about this compared to something like other block games, or honestly just other survival games? Personally, I think it scratches an itch a lot of survival games don't scratch, which is to say it's not afraid to be like unashamedly kind of obtuse. It's like not, it tells you anything you need, right? Like the game basically has an in-game wiki through the survival guide, plus the ability to like check any item and what it makes at any given moment. But it's also not afraid to be needlessly obtuse and kind of in your way and a little bit slow-paced. And I think that's that shows a level of confidence in that gameplay that I really, really like. Now, I will say this for Vintage Story. For those of you who are easily frustrated, it is very easy to get in a cycle of Zen loss in this game. It is very, very easy to, like, get killed by a bear in the wild after, like, spending, I don't know, like 10 real-world hours trying to get to the point where you have copper tools, and then you just lose it and you die and it's gone. And it's like, oh, you could go get your body if you know where you were when you died. So if you're easily frustrated, either play on a peaceful mode or don't be easily frustrated, or do what you do in any survival situation and make sure you always have a backup. Make sure you got another plan. Make sure you got tools at home. Make sure you've got the resources to rebuild your tools if you Zen lost them. I kind of like that it scratches that, like, almost, you know, when on YouTube how those primitive survival channels are really popular for a while until they were proven to be kind of scams. Not all of them, but many of them. I kind of like that it scratches that itch of like, okay, today what I'm gonna do, and you just set yourself this task, right? Like for today, I was like, I need to go find food at the beginning of the day, and now I'm dedicating the rest of the day to just getting a bunch of tool to start working on my roof. It just feels good in the way of like checking chores off your chores list. There's always something to be doing. It's never like, again, the comparison of Minecraft is inescapable, so I'll make a Minecraft comparison here. It's never like, I don't know what to do. I have everything I need because I've been playing the game for 10 minutes. In Minecraft, you know, within 20 minutes, I probably have diamond gear. And the only like real goals I'm setting anymore are what aesthetic build do I want to do next? And that's fine. That's cool. That's a good gameplay loop. And I love building aesthetic things in Minecraft. But this game keeps you on that, like, that zone of basically wooden tools for so long that you really are so ecstatic by the time you build your first copper tools. You're like, oh my god, I made it to copper. I did it. I'm so excited now. And that feels good. Instructions unclear. I got rage baited. I mean, sorry. I think I'm going to make 2 flint blades real quick. Which does mean I need to find a rock. I'm just got to pick up a rock somewhere to hit these flint. There we go. Found more flint. Lucky. I'll just use this flint to make more flint. Okay. Stone Age, I adore you. I love napping out these little tools. Okay, so now I've got 2 flint blades, which means I can make myself 2 knives. Am I out of sticks? Oh, shit, I'm out of sticks, gamers. Never mind. Let me see if I can find some sticks in this bush here. No, 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 no. What about you? No, no, no. Ah, no, no, no. Oh, hold on. I think I see some. Yeah. There's some branches in this one. There we go. Okay. I forgot I left all my branches at home. Sorry. Okay. Back to work. I know. I left all my sticks in my house. My bad. So the good news is I could plant about half this tool back in my house since I got so much of it. And then I can actually cook the other 32, which is going to keep me going for a little bit. So really, I stay winning. Sticks and stones can break my dial tone. Okay. Sorry, Stick. I'm going to leave you floating in the water there, buddy. I like that floating animation, actually. That's really cute. The way it occasionally crests over the water and, like, stops being submerged. Oh, that looks good. Sorry. It's the little things, dude. Okay, let's get back home. And pray there's no wolves on the way. Ooh, piece of flint. like this horsetail. It's actually really pretty. I'm a big fan of weeds. I really like thistle bushes and weeds and sort of like really like what is typically considered like invasive, not invasive, but like ugly air quotes plant life. I don't know, man. I grew up around a lot of it, so I'm just a big fan of it. I see the beauty in it. The create mod devs are working on it. Oh, I would lose my mind for there to be a create mod in this game. Woo! I'd lose my mind, dude. I would go crazy for that. I'd go oogly doo on that. Okay, let's plant some near our house. I don't know if that's too deep or not, but I don't think it is. I think it'll survive. Okay. Nice. All right, yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Okay, so we planted close to 32. That'll be enough for me for now. Let's go ahead and... Oop. Well, my door broke. Let's go ahead and put these in here, and then we're just going to grab some firewood. Boop, 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 boop. I mean, we're running low on food pretty quickly, so I definitely want to get as much firewood in here as I can. Knock my torch down, light my fire, put my wall up. I forgot what the key is to swap this to my main hand. Anyway, that's lit, and we're good to go. Nice. Now we just wait for that to cook. Oh, water wheels in Vintage Story would be so cool. Oh, that'd be cool. Do I have enough time left in the day to go hunt down some peat? I might. I think to my south, I might have a good chance of finding peat. I could also head to this really marshy area to the left here, or I could try north in this lake I'm by, near the mountain maybe. But I get the feeling this lake is all like forest lake, so it probably doesn't have the type of soil I'm looking for. I also don't want to leave these to burn on the fire is the thing. Oh, I forgot I had my charming little straw hat on! That's so cute, dude. If you hate the door breaking, you can use 2 sticks, stick gates like Minecraft. Nah, I'm fine with it. That's awesome, Archimedes. I love that. Oh, it's raining. You're right. It put out my campfire. That's crazy. That's kind of cool. I love that. Huh. Cool. That explains the weird sizzling noise I was hearing. Nice. Okay. Is the fire back on? Nah. Yeah, that checks out. It's okay. The rain put it out because I had a ventilation hole. The good news is that might actually help my crops a bit. Not that they really need the rain since they're near water enough to be irrigated, so they should be fine. Ooh, I already have 3 pieces of food. Yum. I'll need to put up another log, actually, before I forget. So, let's go grab ourselves one of our pine logs we have laying around. Which, thankfully, I saved a few. There we go. I am going to have to chop down these side ones, though, if I want to put up the sloping roof, which I do, so. Okay. I know my house is not very aesthetic yet. You're just going to have to deal with it for now. I'll make it pretty later. Yep, okay. So our house is about to get a little shorter. Unless I want to raise this. I could raise it by 1, I guess. Make it pretty tall. Does this actually turn back into that? Oh, that's... Oh, it does. Okay, it turns back into itself. I wasn't sure. I was a little nervous that it wouldn't. Do I feel like raising this by 1? That seems like kind of a hassle. But on the other hand, the other option's not very good either. I'll cut it down by 1. It's fine. That's probably the move. And then I can actually, if I wanted to, I could pull this wall in. So I don't need this anymore, but then I'd narrow the house down to just a 3 wide, which isn't very good. Maybe I do need to raise this by 1. Actually, I kind of like the look of a sloped, like a very... I kind of fuck with that for a primitive house. I think I'm going to do it this way. I think I like this. And then I can also make use of all the wood I was using. Oh, cool. Beds are bouncy. Didn't realize. I can make use of the wood I was using to be a little bit more efficient. Ooh. Can I place it like this? Does that work? It does. Nice. Yeah, I kind of like this a lot, actually. It's going to be a little cramped in there, but it's going to look really nice. Oh, yeah. This will look good when it's done. Oh, yeah. Cool. Also, it means I can immediately get onto the roof, which I enjoy. Oops. Gotta go back down. Hold on. Nice. Okay. It's going to take a while. We're going to need a lot of tool. But it'll be worth it by the time I'm done. That's so cute. That's going to be so cute. Ah! How are we looking here? Okay, cooking pretty fast. That's pretty good. All right. I'm living. I'm already running out of firewood. That was quick, but I am living. It's looking good in here, dudes. I'm vibing. I'm surviving. I love it here. My swamp's so cool. Dude, a multiplayer run in this game would be so fun. God, I would kill to play this game multiplayer. Gotta go harass Uyu Senpai. You're damn right, Gale. Aesthetics come before survival. That's a fact. I don't like that these are so ugly like this. I wonder if I could... I'm just going to check something real quick. I'm not going to stick with this yet because I don't want to, like, commit to it. But can I put this in upside down so that it... No, okay, I didn't think so. That's okay, though. There might be a brick I can do or a style I can do that's, like... Hold on. Thatch. There might be an upside down triangle I could do. No, there's not, really? Oh, they age until they gray? That's so cool, dude. Don't worry, gamers. I will do my utmost to get Shinri into this. How are we looking on firewood? Not great, actually. I didn't think it was going to take so much to cook. But you know what? Better to keep it fueled. All right. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take a nap, I think, here. And let time pass for a bit so that we can get closer to daylight. So I don't feel like waiting for this. My cozy little house, dude. Ah! Sorry. I was like, did I lose my fire while I was sleeping? Looks like daylight has come. So, let's go finish harvesting our roof stuff. We're going to need way more than what I've got up here. But still, there's a good chunk of it up here, and I'm going to go get it. I'm going to leave those seeds cooking while I'm gone. I'll go up here and I'll gather up more tool. I'll get more seeds. And then tomorrow what we need to, or today what we need to do after we're done with this part, is I need to go hunt down some peat while I wait for this tool to grow near my house. But I'll take the rest of this deposit here. Ooh, fish. I don't have the inventory space to get that fish, but I want it. I should not have brought these pine logs with me. It's kind of a waste of space to have them here. I also probably should have put these flax fibers somewhere in my house. What do I do here? I guess I could leave the tool seeds here and just let it regrow on its own. Yeah, I think I'm going to just take the tool. I'll leave the seeds. Unless I use my knife enough to break it, in which case I can just go back around and get all the seeds, which would be cool. Me love surviving swamp. It's a good thing there's no alligators in this game. Unless... No, I'm just kidding. There is, in fact, lore in this game, and ruins. And there's actual traders, like NPCs who will trade with you and, like, travel around in trade wagons, which is one of the safer places to camp out if you don't get a house down by day one. I was just very quick to get shelter down immediately because I've been running around in the night on day one, and it's a nightmare, and you die very quickly. I don't think I'm going to break my knife fast enough, guys. I think I'm going to have to come back later. That's okay. That's what I get for not checking my tools before I left and just rushing out the door. This is definitely a game that rewards paying attention to what you're doing. And planning ahead. There's a mod that has alligators in it, but it also adds 10 more animals. I'm down for that. Anything that populates these kind of worlds with more wildlife, I'm super always 100% in favor of. I really love that one Minecraft mod that adds a bunch of animals, and they don't even need, like, purpose necessarily in the game. I don't really give that much of a shit. It's okay if they're just there to be extra doodads or make the world feel lived in. That is fine by me. Ooh, well, funeral bell doesn't sound very edible. Never mind. And don't tell me if it is. Do not correct me. Do not tell me if it is. Now, chicken of the woods, I know that's edible. All right, I'm gonna put these logs down for a moment, and they'll be. I'll use them later. Okay. Boop. Oh, this is nice. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're missing out on so many delicious poisons. Listen, I'll poison myself next time, okay? I'm loving how cozy this is looking. Hey, I almost finished this whole side. Wow. More than I expected, honestly. Wow. Yes! Yes! My swamp house is coming along! Woo! I love it! Yippee! Yay! Wahoo! Is dinner ready? Mmm. Food. Yum 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 yum. Tasty. I've got a lot of pine logs now, so I'm just gonna start stacking them a bit. I should probably also stack these maple logs, but eventually there's got to be some sort of storage solution for those. I'm loving this house. This looks good. This looks nice, dude. Yay! Let's cook that with some thatch real quick. Okay, so I don't have much inventory space. We need peat badly. I'm really struggling without peat. I'm kind of. I think it's time. I'm gonna head south. I'm gonna head west that way and see if I can't find any peat across the way. How are we looking on growth? Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Listen, it's not growing fast, but it's growing. And at this point, I'm confident enough in my, like, ability to consume delicious zygotes or whatever the fuck I'm getting out of these cattails and these tools that I'll sprint there. I don't mind. I'll cook through some of my food. I'm willing. I'm glad I made that straw hat to handle this rain. I don't know what adverse effect rain has on me, but I don't want to find out. I should have dropped off some of my thread before I left. I'm a fool. It's like really rainy out here. Damn. Here's hoping I don't get hit by lightning. Whoa, that was scary. Oh, that's scary. Ah. Huh? Oh, what is that? Oh, it's grass. Okay. There's a lot of holes out here. This highland's kind of scary, man. Kind of an intimidating highland. Okay, we're almost to the water. Fingers crossed that they've got some peat. Oh, andesite stones, huh? Interesting. And a lot of flint. Oh, I don't want andesite stone, sorry. Muddy gravel. Boo. Boo. Hey, medium fertility soil, though. I could take some of that home. Medium soil. Fertility soil's not bad. I could at least mark it down to come back for it later. Andesite sand. Ah, copper. Now that's interesting to me. That implies to me there's a good amount of copper here, so I'm going to mark this place down as a place to mine copper later. Let's go with like a bright orange. Yeah, copper. It knew what I wanted. There's even bits of native copper here. I could take that home with me, because that's pretty useful, I think. But I'll need to hammer it. And really, I'm kind of still out here for peat, man. Surface copper is pretty cool, though. I guess I could leave... Oh, I know. I'll eat this. Duh. Okay. Give me that. Okay. Muddy gravel. Any more surface copper? No? Okay, that's fine. Cracked andesite. It's nice to know all the soil's up here. That will be useful later. Pete! Oh, hell yeah. I didn't bring a shovel. Fuck. Ah, why? All right. Okay, I'll just eat this. It's inefficient to do it now, but... Huh? Oh, shit. What? Oh, it's passing away. We're good. I thought that was coming towards me. Do I have any sticks? I don't have any sticks. Shit. Oh, and I don't see any trees. Or low-lying bushes here. Oh, there's a ton of peat here. Nice. Oh, here's some. Ah, yeah. Peat time. Peat, 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 peat. Ooh, that's scary, man. We are about to enter the clay era, gamers. We're about to leave the Stone Age and enter the clay age, which doesn't sound like it's out of the Stone Age, but it is, trust me, clay is such an important resource to get a hold of. Peat is indeed for heat, baby. Oh, you can only carry peat in stacks of 32. That's a little unfortunate. I guess I could leave this axe behind. It's pretty busted up. But I'm gonna want like a fuck ton of this peat, so. Ooh. I'll do. There we go. I'll leave those tools laying there, and I'll mark this place for peat so that I can come back here later if I need to. I'm gonna mark it with, I can't really do a shovel here since there's no shovel icon. I guess I'll just do this and I'll say peat. All right, let's get back home. Home in this case is, a little bit further than I thought. It's east, so we're gonna go east. I'm gonna sprint because I've got food waiting for me back there, so it's not like I need to be too careful with my food stores or food, my hunger bar. This does feel a lot like the anime Dr. Stone, doesn't it? If you like Dr. Stone, you might like this game. Not that I've watched Dr. Stone, but I've heard quite a bit about it. Now I'm in the storm. So now I'm in a little bit of trouble if a lightning bolt strikes me. And by a little bit, I mean I will die instantly if a lightning bolt strikes me. I was once running back to my resources in a game like this, and I believe a lightning bolt struck me. I don't remember if it was this game or if it was the other block game, but it was one of them. It's very sad. A dark moment in my history, that was. Oh, my house is so cool. Oh, I can't wait for that to be done. Ooh, almost stepped on my farm field. Yippee! Okay, so now you can see why peat's so important. I'll show you in a moment. I'm just going to stack some of these bricks up outside my house for now. Isn't that so cool that you can just stack resources? Isn't this so cute? Game's so charming. I love that. Now, I'm pretty sure that there's a method, and I could be wrong, but we're going to find out in a moment. I think I can turn logs into sticks, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I made a shovel. I didn't mean to. I meant to make an axe. That's all right. We'll go again. Maybe not, actually. You could debark. Yeah, that's kind of cool. You quoted me! How could you do this? Roller logs. Oh, to make a boat keel. That's crazy. You can make boat keels. That's so cool. I have not seen Uyu's House in Vintage Story, no. I'm not watching any of Uyu's playthrough because I don't want spoilers on how I should be progressing. I thought you could, I genuinely thought you could turn logs into sticks. Here, let me do this. How do I... You get sticks from cracked vessels, leaves, papyrus, loose sticks, and layer... Oh, no, so you cannot. That's a shame. So I'm gonna have to go find some. That's okay. I'll do that. But first, let's go ahead and dig ourselves some pits. We're gonna use these for forging our... I thought that was peat for a moment. I was gonna lose my mind. I was like, there was peat by me the whole time? We're gonna go ahead and build a small, like, forge area. I'm probably gonna put it, like, right here, honestly. Or maybe even over. Let's put it in this corner here. I don't know if I can put them right by each other, but I'm going to find out. So, if memory serves, the way this works is I need to... Hold on. There we go. Oop. Fell in my little bog. I need to take this. Doop, 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 doop. Oop. Put it down here. Boop, bop, boop, bop, bop, boop. Okay. And then I need to take these two. Boop, 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 boop. Put them here. Boop. Big jump. Ah! I could technically make a few more. I probably should, honestly, make a few more things before I do this, just so I'm being efficient. Let's go ahead and make ourselves an anvil mold. This isn't going to be useful yet, but it will be eventually, and that's important enough. Somebody right now, I guarantee, is typing out, you don't need that yet. Don't worry about it. However, if you're typing that, I will find you. And I will spit in your peanut butter jar. Do not fuck with me. Let me fail on my own. I have not read what you said yet. Forgive me, I'm super locked in on making this anvil mold. wonder if the amount of clay required scales with the size of the mold that you're making. I wonder if this, like, takes up a ton of clay or something crazy. That'd be kind of cool, actually. This is such a fun mold to build. I'm loving this one. This is fun. Yay! I did it. All right, so let's put that down there. And then I'm gonna want, besides the anvil mold, I'm also gonna want to make myself 2 more small things to put over here. I think an ingot mold would be good for now. So let's do one of these real quick. So this is what I'm going to use to pour my molten ores into once I cook them, after I get them through the crucible. It's definitely not a bad idea to have an ingot mold just to be able to make ingots, because you can always reheat those later and hammer them. But you don't need it up off rip, which is to say, like, you don't have to make ingots. It's just easy to store metal that way. You could just pour the molten metal directly into the mold you want. So it's probably wiser of me to make a mold for a pickaxe here in a moment. I just want something that is going to fit in that slot right there. So I'm going to make a pickaxe mold here. I'm also going to want a hammer mold for breaking the ores that I find, because you can't just get the ores. You get the ores and they've still got a bunch of rocks around them. So then you need to shatter the ores and the rocks they're in with a hammer. Because this game likes to make everything a little bit extra, and I love it for that. Music's very zen right now. Nice. Okay, I was kind of hoping that would eat up enough of the clay that I would have a full free clay space, but that's okay. I'm hoping this fits down there. If I do it sidelong? No? Not even if I do it this way? Seriously? Okay. Set that down. Pick that up. Set that down. Pick that up. Set that down. No? It counts as eating up an entire space? Okay. That's less important to me than this, so maybe I'll make a couple more bowls. I only need to make 2 of something. I guess I could make some crocks to store food. Yeah, let's make some crocks. It's a mold for my banana. The good news is that journey to find peat also showed me where my first bits of copper are going to be, so I know where to go mining. And we got to put a little handle on it for pulling up the lid, right? Boop. That's so cute. That's so cute. One more crock. Tell them about prospecting. Okay, so prospecting's pretty interesting. You can use a prospecting pick and like tap it against specific types of stone. And what that does in this game is it tells you how likely ore is to be in this area. So basically what your character is doing is they're doing a little bit of geology. They're like testing for ore, trace ore amounts in the stone around them. And that tells them how much of a specific type of ore they might be looking for in the area, which is pretty cool. So it allows you to kind of play this weird like cat and mouse sort of like clue game where you start wandering around tapping rocks and breaking through them to see how much trace ore there is. And the higher the amount is, the closer you know you're getting to what you're looking for, which is really cool because it means that you're playing this sort of like process of elimination minesweeper type game. Instead of just being like, I know that it's at this distance down in the ground, so I have to go directly here anywhere in the world. You kind of have to like actually fish for it a little bit, and I think that's really fun. Okay, so yeah, it's a triangulation game, exactly. All right, I love that. I love this. Okay, so this is looking really good. Now I need to cover this in sticks and dry grass and peat, if I remember correctly. So let me just double check my guide real quick to the beginnings of forging. Charcoal. Oh, I'm going to need charcoal, aren't I? Ooh, no, wait, I only need charcoal for making metal. I don't need charcoal yet. Okay, so a pit kiln. Here we go. Place clay blocks in a 1x1x1 hole, then place dry grass, sticks, and firewood. Peat and coal can also be used instead of firewood. Well, that's great because I have peat. I'm definitely going to need sticks, though. A pit kiln fueled with firewood will take 20-ish hours to finish. Peat will take 16 hours, so 4 hours less. Brown or black coal takes 12 hours, and charcoal only takes 10 hours. On that note, I've got peat, so it's going to go a little bit faster, but I'm still going to need a ton of dry grass. So let's go ahead and get started collecting some dry grass for ourselves real quick. I love that the game has a built-in wiki, so you don't have to, like, tab out to find things. Super cool. Super nice. Don't know how much dry grass I'm going to need, but we're about to find out. Huh? Uh-oh. Okay, so you cannot put them next to each other. Noted. Well, it's good to learn that. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is dig this out. And then I'm going to have to dig this out, and dig this out, and dig this out. So 1, 2, 3. I really only need to move a few of these, and then I'll dig this out. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this down for a moment. Oh. Okay. Okay. I need more dry grass. Okay, hold on. Man, I really want to get this started before night falls, but I don't know if I'll have time. We'll see. Because I need sticks too, so. I think I need one more in here. No, that should be good. Okay, so sticks, and then I need peat. Okay. Yippee! Okay, that's a couple sticks. It's not enough, but it's a few. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, 1, 2. No! I need more sticks. Okay. Gale! Welcome back. If I sound excited to see you, don't get it twisted. I'm just excited to be playing Vintage Story. Okay, so it takes 4 branches apiece, which means I need 8. I need 16 total, which means I need 15 more. Always hating 24/7? Hating's all I know, brother. Hating's all I know. Did you expect anything else? Do you even want anything else? I don't think you do. I think deep down, you love the hate. That's 14. We're getting close. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. I need 2 more branches. 2 more branches. Come on, before it gets dark. 2 more branches. Boys. It's 1. 2. Okay, so that's theoretically all the branches I needed. I am getting a little low on food, so I need to go collect some of that real quick, and then I'll put the peat in, and then I'll get it lit up, and then we'll be good to go. Quick. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, give me this torch. Peat. What the? Oh, wrong button. No. Give me, quick. Peat. Okay. Torch. Yes. Please. Ignite. Yes! We have clay! I'm entering the... Ow, I stepped on the fire a little too hard. We're entering the clay era, babies. I got a little too close to the peat pit. Oh, it's starting a forest fire. That's not good, actually. I gotta be careful about that. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Stop. Ah, shit. I can't really allow that to go all the way over to my house or I'm gonna be in trouble, so I need to get this now. Gotta make sure that doesn't get over to my logs. Okay. Really don't care what else that burns down, though. Sorry. Yippee! Okay. Looks like the fire's well and truly out. Gotta restart it. Okay. Nice. Looking good, everybody. Looking good. Okay, so we're just gonna quickly eat our little seeds that we have in here that we're cooking. I really want to make a soup or something out of this flax grain. I don't want to just use it blindly. I want to make a soup or something. I think I can use the flax for something useful. Yeah, I think the water's going to keep the fire from spreading too far. And it looks like it kind of died down, honestly, now that I got rid of all the tall grass around that little kiln area. That's going to still be cooking by the time I wake up, because it's going to take roughly 16 hours. And I only sleep for 7 hours in this game, so... We should definitely be expecting that to be a while. I wonder if I can just set these down. Oh, thank you. Whew. I think I can sleep now. Yeah, we're just gonna sleep this one off. Flax is very important, yes. Oh, it is cooking through my food. Ooh. Well. Man. Okay. Let's go find some food, shall we? All right, that's going well. Nothing's catching fire over there. I've got my shovel laying on the wall. Got a couple inventory slots free. I'm gonna set down this peat that I don't need anymore. But it'll be useful later when I need more, clay stuff going. How are you doing? You're starting to grow a little bit. Not doing great, not doing great, not doing terrible. I'll take it. Now, let's go find food. I could try to do some fishing, but until I can make actual soups and stews, I don't think that's that useful to me. I think I'm gonna go look for berries. Or, now that I have the means to do it, I could go gather up a bunch more of those stems out there and cook some of those, but I'd kind of rather plant them so I can get more tool quickly. But I'm running real low on food, so I could hunt down a bear. I think it's still just spearfishing, honestly, Monster Mags, but I'm not sure. I could hunt down a bear, but if I hunt down a bear, it's not going to give me much food. It'll give me fur, which is good for when it starts to get cold, but it's not like a lot of food, honestly. Which sounds stupid, but it's the truth. Yeah, I could try for rabbits or foxes. Ooh. Oh, it's not done. I thought that flax was done. Spelt. Forget what spelt's for, honestly. Ah, here we go. Spelt. Guess we're about to find out. Are you edible? Oh, it's an edible grain. You can turn it into flour. Ooh. I'm going to mark all this spelt here because it could be useful to me in the long run. For now, I'm just going to eat this, unfortunately. I need the extra nutrition. Ah, that mountain's so cool, man. I can't wait until I'm able to go up to the top of that. Or to dig into it. Hey, is this red clay up here? Oh, there's red clay right behind me, dude. Literally right here. Oh, I've already marked this. Okay, I was like, what? Alright. Well, let's keep an eye out for possible... Oh, food. Actually, this is it. This is our moment. Damn, they're fast. Holy shit, maybe not, actually. I need to run them toward water if I want to catch them. They are quick, and they disappear into that undergrowth so quick. Got one. Did I kill it? Nope, I just heard it. Where'd it go? Shit. I lost it. Oh, hey, hold up. Never mind. Here we go. This is good. This is good. This is good. That's a start. Hey, a ruin. I find sometimes digging near these could be good because it can reveal like old world stuff. Not always, but sometimes. Yummy fruit. I think I'm allowed to plant these, right? Like if I take these, I think I can plant them. I can also take these mushrooms. I think these are all just puffballs. Puffballs are super edible. Yeah, puffballs are great. I'm gonna take some of these. I'm gonna try to see if I can. Let's see how long they last. 18 days. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hold on to these to put them in a stew if I can get some meat. Four might be enough, but let's go ahead and do 6. Okay. Oh, there's blackberries out here too. Whoa, and a storm's rolling in. That could be bad. I don't see anything to eat out here. Is that storm coming this way or is it going? Yeah, it's rolling in this way. That's annoying. Ooh, red wine cap. I could probably make a mushroom stew if I grab some red wine caps and combine them with some puffballs. Then I don't even need to hunt for meat, really. Oh, a fox. Hold on. I might be able to land a shot here. Hold on. Okay, that's a hit. Now, I don't know how tanky these things are. I'm pretty sure they're pretty deadly, actually, early game. Oh, I got... Wow! Cool. Oh, the rain might put out my kilns. You're right. I didn't even think about that. Shit. Okay, I gotta get back home. Really don't want to have to reset those kilns. 07, little guy. Sorry, Fox. I got to do what I got to do to survive. If memory serves, I think I could just leave this, Oh, animal husbandry. So there is animal husbandry in this game. That's cool. What if I could tame foxes somehow? Mountable animals? Sorry. Anyway, Oh, leather armor. Here we go. Okay, so to make leather, I believe I have to tan the hide. But to tan the hide... Ah, here we are. Making leather. Step 1 of 4. Soak rawhide in a barrel of lime water or diluted borax. Here we go. Leather making is a multi-step process that will require at least one barrel, but having several will make the process much faster. You'll need some additional materials, as noted below, that are good to prepare ahead of time. So you got to put the rawhides in a barrel of lime water or diluted borax for 24 hours. You remove the soaked hide, and you scrape them with a knife. Seal the scraped hides in a barrel of weak tannin for 3 days. Remove the prepared hides from the weak tannin and prepare... I don't care about all that. What can I do with this? Okay, if you leave it out in the open for too long, it becomes rot. However, you can use it to make warm robes, rawhide mantles, rawhide trousers, salted hide, oiled hide, or soaked hide. I thought I could just leave this out on the ground in the sun or something like that. I see. I can make a rawhide shirt or pants out of it. So at least I could get something out of this. Speaking of, am I wearing any pants? I am. Some commoner trousers. I've got a commoner coat, and I've got a commoner shirt on. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's an aesthetic slot. Oh, I need fat. If I rub fat on raw, on raw or salted hide, then I get oiled hide. Yeah, so if I had animal fat, I could rub it on this hide and then leave it out in the sun, and it would eventually cure into a pelt. And then pelts can be used for other things. So unfortunately, I can't really do much with this right now. I'm just going to put it on the ground and hope it doesn't rot. It's got a couple days. I don't have a good way to turn it into leather yet, but I can, I believe, cook this bush meat, which is something. Also, apparently I got spelt seeds and I never planted them. My bad. There we go. Okay, we're looking good over there. We're still waiting for my tool to grow so I can finish my roof. What is my next move? Let's see. I'm doing okay-ish on food. Until my crock pot's done, I can't really, or until my cooking pot's done, I can't really know what kind of soups I can make. But I would love if I can make a mushroom soup. Let's go ahead and go focus back up on getting some tool. Let's do that. That's something I know I can get done right now while we're waiting around. I'm glad I got to use my throwing spears a little bit. That was fun. Speaking of, let's go ahead and re-equip those in a relatively accessible slot. Hey, yo, vintage story? You better believe it, brother. All right. Ooh, yeah, lots of tool. Let's go. Thought I heard something hit the water behind me. I was like, oh, I'm doomed. Shall I grab more of the seeds while I'm here? Do I feel like it? Yeah, I guess I should. Do you need to water your seeds, or is that not a thing? Because I planted them in soil that's so close to water, it's basically permanently like irrigated. It's always got like, it's always soaked through with water, so it's fine. It's saturated. You can water your plants. If you place them too far from water, you can still keep them moisturized by using a watering can if you make that out of clay, or you can just hope it rains. Which the biome I'm in now seems to get quite a bit of rain. Yeah, believe it or not, Blanc, we've had Vintage Story Perms for about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks now. Uyu's been playing it on the JP side. I got the Perm Sword a while ago. I just haven't had time to sit down and play it. I'm very sad that Uyu beat me to the punch. Bro, the wildlife in this game terrifies me. Getting caught out by a bear or a wolf is basically the end. Is Uyu crushing it out there? Okay, don't tell me anything Uyu's done yet. But is Uyu past the Bronze Age? Tell me that. I'm gonna be so sad if the answer is yes. Wait, I didn't need a knife for this? What the hell? Oh, but I don't get the seed and the... Okay, I see. Need to find a stick. Uyu's in the middle of the Bronze Age. Ah, I see. Interesting. Uyu said this is his game of the year? I love that so much. I love that so much, dude. I'm glad he's having so much fun with it. I agree. I didn't know Uyu's tastes were so fucking based. That's how I know Uyu's an intellectual. Uyu said, a game where you have to go through the most annoying, slow-paced minutia of chores? Game of the year. And you know what? I agree. I just threw my hands up and said the same. Like, yep, game of the year. Okay, maybe not game of the year, but it's a damn good game, and I love playing it. I never get very far in it, though. I never have time to actually sit down and give it the time it needs, so the streaming, it's kind of just my excuse to be allowed to play this for a long-form thing. Ah, I see you too are a man of culture. So, once again, about half of these seeds are probably going to have to be dedicated to just cooking, so I can survive another couple days. That being said, I do almost have my crock pot done. Maybe I don't need to do that, but I'm going to bring at least 32 of them back to my side of the swamp to plant because I need more tool for my roof. Playing in groups helps. I can't imagine doing this solo. I don't know. I feel like something about doing it solo really charms me. I do want to play this in a group, don't get me wrong, but if I played it in a group, I would only want to do that to specialize and be like, okay, like you're playing a blackguard, you're playing a hunter, you're playing a... I wish there was like, you know, other jobs, honestly. I would love that. I'm sure there's mods for it, but I would like jobs that are like better at mining or jobs that are better at, I don't know, foraging for mushrooms or cooks. Like a chef would be a cool job that gets like a slightly more saturation out of every like food they make. I don't know. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, about 32 of these need to be cooked. How's my, oh, they're done! Ah! We're ready! Yay! That's so cute. Sorry. Oh, shit. I forgot I had this up. Here, let me lean my knife on the wall for a moment. Hey, Sarah, thank you! And welcome back. This torch has got to burn out soon, right? Like, it's been going for a minute. I'm gonna let that cook up, and then I'm actually gonna go, while I'm waiting, I'm gonna go grab my pot so I can cook something here. There it is, my cooking pot. Hey, look, I finished my cooking pot, guys. Aren't you excited? I'm excited. Yay! I've got a cooking pot. Okay, I'm gonna take this crucible and put it outside for now because I don't think I'm gonna need that as much. I'll also take the anvil mold and put it outside because I absolutely will not need this until I get a ton of copper. So that one can just sit right outside the main door. The pickaxe mold too can wait for a bit. It's gonna sit by the anvil mold. Actually, I'll put it here. I want these, but that's just because I want them to be able to store food. I don't have a good shelf for them yet. I need to dig a basement, honestly, is probably what I need to do soon. But that's my cute little crock pots. They hold on to my food for a while. My little crocks. I can actually, they store food and they keep it good for longer. And also, if you seal them, they can keep food good. It's almost infinitely. Like, they just keep food good for so long. It's so cool. Okay, and here's all my bowls, which I'm going to put by my bed. Okay, how we looking? Food's done. I'm going to go ahead and take my pot now, just see what I can make. Oh. Okay, so. Tan ceramic bowl of raw meat stool. Okay, so I could definitely use this to make... Okay, so you would need 2 to 4 types of meat. Cured red meat, cured poultry, raw poultry. Okay, so I could do fish, actually. So I could do 2 slots of fish, and then I just need to throw in some vegetables, and mushrooms count as vegetables, so I could do 2 vegetables. I could also do... apparently 2 eggs could go in there. You could do a topping, like a honey. You could throw in a berry. I wish I would have kept hold of those turnips, but that's okay. So what I'm learning here is I need meat to make this work, but I might be able to do like a veggie stew. Oh, porridge. Wait a minute. Do I still have those grains? No, I ate those grains. Wait, I might have some grains in my inventory. Aha! Flax grains. Okay, so I can use flax grains to make porridge. So I would need 2 flax grains and 2 vegetables. I have that. Time to make our first meal. We'll create 1 serving of flax porridge with a mashed puffball. I'm in. Let's do it. Now I just wait for it to cook. Look, it's look, listen to the lid. You hear that? Oh. It's so cute. All right, let me get a bowl ready. Our first meal! We did it! I've got a dark brown ceramic bowl of porridge. It gives me 240 food. It also gives me 240 vegetable satiety and 240 grain satiety, which is great. Boom, look at that. A whole quarter of my bar up from one delicious meal. You love to see it. You love to see it. I am becoming unstoppable, dude. I'm becoming unstoppable, brother. Anyway, let's get that. Let's go ahead and just eat this meat because unfortunately, the bush meat's not very healthy. You really can't get a lot out of it. So, but I know that what I would like to do next is I would like to cook some of these. I don't know if I can. I need to take this out of there first of all. I'm gonna take like half of these and cook them. Feels bad to waste them, but it is what it is. Unless, hold on, can I use these to make? No, okay. I didn't know this counted as like. Well, maybe I could do a veggie stew with the. No, okay. I'm gonna let them cook and we'll find out. I'm gonna put my cooking pot back. And let's go try to find some fish. Maybe we can make like a fish and mushroom stew or something like that. Also, I should probably put this in its designated spot before I forget. Does anybody know, anybody who's more familiar with Vintage Story than me, do you guys know if you need to like be careful with your fish population? Like, do you want to let them breed? Is that a thing? Or do you just kill them and they respawn eventually? I like the swimming in this game because you swim like a frog. You do like these big like whoosh, whoosh motions. Oh hey, there's more of this stuff over here. That's great. Let's get that while we can. Unless my knife broke. Did my knife break? Oh, I left it behind. Ooh, that's annoying. Fish just spawn in? Alright, well, that makes this easier for me, doesn't it? Just means I should just kill them when I see them. I gotta be careful. I am in a forest area, and forests spawn bear. Bear scary. Oh, a shiitake mushroom. Man, I wish I had a knife on me. I guess I better make one. Shiitake. You can never have too many knives. It's not a bad thing. I can also use shiitake mushrooms to make like a mushroom stew, probably, if I combine it with my puffballs. So this is oogly doo. Definitely on that full survivalist run right now. I'm not doing great on making a farm, but I'm sure am doing great on foraging. All right, so fish. There's one right there. I just gotta push them to the far side so they swim away from me. Or, you know, they can just fucking not run. That's fine. If you don't want to run, I will just kill you, sir. Oh, that one's out of position. Hold on. Come on, come on. Oh, you're out of position. No, I mean, if you insist, my friend, I will kill you if you're just gonna sit there. Oh no, it's blocking my fish corpse. I gotta move the fish out of the bushes. 1 second. Kicking it, I'm kicking it. There you go. I don't think you could do anything with fish bones, which is a bit of a shame. It'd be cool if I could make like a charm or something out of them, if nothing else. What the? What? I mean, yeah, more fish. Yes, I can use tree seeds to make a charm. In fact, I've been meaning to gather up some cattails so I can make a little necklace for a cattail charm, because I think that'd be cute. I could also do a maple charm since I cut down that maple tree. That'd be a good way to remember that maple tree that I cut down. It was so cool. I think that'd be kind of cute, actually. Ah, I didn't know that, Tets Mega. Thanks for the info. I will harvest the bones when I go back. For now, why don't we see what we've got going on with our food. I'm going to set this clay down because I don't know what else to do with it, unfortunately. I should also just go plant these before I forget. Let's go plant these. You can use bones as the knife handles for better durability. No shot? That's awesome. Wait, I don't have my maple seed anymore. I must have set it down or thrown it or something. That's a shame. Alright, well, my fault. I feel like I should be able to cook with these. Can I cook with these? No. Okay, you just eat them raw. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, and it destroyed the clay. That's crazy. You know what? I should probably make some storage containers now that I think about it. You threw it when you were collecting flax? That's a shame. Oh well, next time. Good for preserving grains and veggies. Oh, maybe I could put some mushrooms in those. That'd be nice. Huh? Oh. I ran out of clay and that threw me way off. I think my fire just ran out as well. I appreciate you telling me to check the manual for fishing instead of just telling me what it is. Thank you. I will check that out. Wait a minute. Can I? Oh, no, you cannot do this. Well, I mean, sort of. I think I could do it this way, and then what I could do is I can just delete it the fast way too, maybe? No. Okay, well, that's my fault. Noted. I also love how manual the clay making is. The molding is super fun. And it gives you stuff to do at night when you're not doing anything else. So like when your door's closed and you're just waiting for night to end. Especially if you're on a multiplayer server where you can't just sleep it off. It gives you like things to do while you're waiting. And that's super fun. That being said, this might be the biggest clay structure I've made yet. This is crazy. Oh, that's genius. Whoa, you can just duplicate the layer beneath if it's a repetitive layer type deal. Wow. Oh. Teehee. Cool. Cool. Wow, nice. Give me that. I'm taking that outside. Yippee! Hey, why is the sky red? Oh, uh-oh. I may want to stay inside tonight. A blood moon. I think it's 16 grass per slot, but I'm not sure. Let's go find out. Yeah, no, it's 12 per slot. Okay, noted. I have a freebie spot, so I can go get some sticks real quick. I don't remember how many sticks I needed. Was it 8 or 4? It might have been 8. I think it was 8. Was 8. Okay, now we just need a little bit of peat. Wow. That's crazy that pokes above it. That's how big it is. That's funny. Oh, it's not done. It needs more peat. That's wild. Fair enough. It's a tall structure. I get it. I get it. Yippee! I feel like the frog blink meme because I have no idea what's going on. Don't worry too much about it. All you need to know is that I'm making stuff. I'm making stuff and I'm making things happen. I'm learning. I'm living. I'm laughing. I'm loving. Is there a level up system in this game? Not in the strictest sense, no. I mean, I leveled up into the clay age. There's that. In the morning, I will do the roof thing, but right now I gotta sleep because I don't want to deal with whatever that red sky is. Knock, knock. Everything back to normal? Great. Okay, so my storage container's still cooking. Yippee! That side of the roof's fully done. Now, the fear here is that the thatch might catch fire from the torch underneath it, so I might need to move that torch. Maybe. Ooh. Oh, well. Okay, looking good. Yippee! Getting close. Roof's almost done. And house is looking... Let's take a look. Pretty good, Widowy. Widowy, pretty good. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, I do need to take this torch down, though. I think I'm gonna have to move that over some. Kind of don't want that sitting right underneath thatch. I think that's just too dangerous. I'm honestly just gonna put this outside. Which might be a bad move, because if it rains, I lose my torch, but... Well, maybe I could put it underneath something. Like, I could create, like, a wood overhang or something for this. Though the wood might catch fire, too. That could be bad. I mean, it's a solid log. Like, what are the chances? Know what I mean? Yeah, it'd be fine. Guess we'll find out. Yippee! Aw, look at my little survival hut. Things are looking pretty cute in here, man. Can I set this down here? Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. Just put that over there. It's not on fire yet. It's a good start. At any rate, give me just a moment. So, how do we feel about my little my little swamp cottage? It's pretty cute for now. It's a good start. It's a good start. Obviously, it's not the most secure thing in the universe. It's not grandiose in any way, but for now, I kind of love it. I might want to turn, I think I want to turn these logs sideways so it looks more like a log cabin, but otherwise, I'm all about what's going on in here. I've also got to finish the roof on this side, but it's looking pretty good. Alexander, I'm so glad you said that, actually. I was just about to say, I probably need to cut it off here for now, as much as I do want to just sit here and focus on this game for the next 42 hours. The reality is I have a membership stream coming up here shortly where we're going to prep Session 5 for Hollow Marches. The big return of Hollow Marches is coming up, which means I probably need to go find some food to eat and get ready to do that. So, I'm going to... As a final note to remind myself to fix this later, I'm going to cut these logs down off the side of the house. Yep. And then I'll do the rest of these little roofs. Do the last layer of this roof on this side. Next time I come back. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching, because I really enjoy playing this game. I'm a sucker for survival games in general, but this one in particular really scratches an itch that I feel like a lot of survival games struggle to scratch for me. Just in case, this is a really ugly, really stupid looking enclosure for my torch, but I'm gonna build it anyway. Maybe I don't even want these touching the torch. Maybe touching torch bad. Maybe that's just dangerous by itself. Maybe what I'll do is I'll have them hover over the torch, but not touch it, so it's not like in range to catch sparks or whatever. There, now it's got like a whole set of free floating blocks around it, so hopefully it doesn't catch fire. Again, it doesn't really look good, but whatever. If it keeps that torch safe, I don't care. You wish you could play it yourself? Well, I've got good news. Vintage Story is actually only $20, and you're supporting a small dev if you pick it up. And it's a lot of fun. I would recommend it. I'd also recommend it with friends. They also have a deal you can do where you could buy 4 copies of it, and you could just distribute the code to your buddies, which is really sick. So, just saying. This cottage reminds me of a cabin of the famous witch hunter. It does have very vaguely Clifford Rolex's vibes to it, doesn't it? And I'm okay with that. Dude, I love seeing my tools leaning on walls. It feels good. It makes me, it immerses me immediately. I feel like I'm a little medieval peasant, just living my life, just putting all my stuff laying around. It's ugly. It's not organized yet, because that's not my concern. My concern's not dying. My concern is just existing in this world that doesn't care if I live or die. And I love that. I love my shitty little ugly half farm here that's doing nothing. It's barely growing. It's doing jack shit right now. It's struggling to survive, and that's okay. It feels nice. I love stacking my firewood. I love leaning my tools on the walls. I love that I can just put most items on the ground in 3D space, and they just exist. I gotta dig myself a basement next time I play. Also, I gotta start making a real house. Actually, you know what? I'll save the basement. I'll save the basement until I start making a real house. So what I'm gonna do next time I play... Goal 1, I got to get to the copper age, which means we're going to go north, or sorry, we're going to go east until we hit this area. I'm going to go mine up a bunch of copper out there, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to use, actually, I can't do that yet. Okay, so next time I play, what we'll do is we'll pan. We'll pan for copper. We'll get enough copper to make ourselves a pickaxe. And then we'll pan for more copper. We'll get enough copper to make ourselves a hammer. We'll go west to this copper deposit. We'll get a bunch of copper. We'll come back. We'll hammer it and make more copper. And then, only then, will I be in a position to go ahead and start making cobblestone. And once I'm making cobblestone, I can make myself a real house. And I'll go ahead and make myself like a really cool Wattle and Daub style structure, which, by the way, you can do Wattle and Daub in this game. It's very cool. I'm not kidding. Like actual Wattle and Daub style. I wonder if they have a guide on it. They don't. But anyway, don't worry about it. Just know that if you use sticks, you can make Wattle and Daub by putting down stick fences and weaving the sticks together. And then you put a bunch of daub inside the stick fence to make a block. And then you can add more and more to make it more solid and smooth it out more. It looks so cool. It's so cool. So we'll make a Wattle and Daub house at some point, and we'll live in it, and we'll be so awesome. And then from there, maybe we'll make like a kiln or a forge. It'll be sick. And then eventually maybe I'll dig into that big mountain over there because it's huge, and I'll make like a dwarf home. I kind of want to know what the hell this is because that looks like an ancient ruin to me, so I might want to check that out at some point. So yeah, that'll be fun. But on that note, just so you guys know, if you're coming to the membership stream later today, just know that it's open to tier 2 and above, so that's basically anybody. And I'm going to be playing, what's it called? Go, so we can work alongside each other. I'm going to be using Go. I'll make a character in that. That'll be a lot of fun, and I'll be talking about Hollow Marches and what I plan for Session 5. So that'll be super cool. This game's low-key satisfying. It's insanely satisfying. I 10,000% recommend playing it. Ruze, you gotta explain what Wattle and Daub is. Wattle and Daub is like the idea of like using a bunch of sticks and then packing a bunch of like it's a mixture of like clay and like ferns. I believe it's like grasses and shit, like wheat, and you make this big like sort of like goopy like white mass mixture. And then what you do is you put that around all the sticks, and then you cure that, and it's going to become like these big. It's like the white walls you see in like typical European towns. That's Wattle and Daub, and you put it around like a stick base, which acts as sort of like the bones for it. I'll show you when I make it, okay? Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm gonna be playing Go later on the membership stream. I'm gonna raid you guys over to the membership stream. Feel free to wait in there for me. I will be back shortly. I gotta go find some food. I've only got like an hour and a half, so I gotta figure that out. Either I'm gonna make some or I'm gonna find some. I will see you soon. I want to play this game for 5 billion more hours, but I will wait. I will be patient. I will be chill about it. Okay, bye-bye. See you soon. Bye. Bye. Thanks for hanging out. I will catch you on the next one. My VOD question of the day is... what? I want to ask something about primitive tech, honestly, is what I want to ask. God, I want to play this game for like 50 more hours. How about this for a VOD question? Oh, I gotta close the game. Sorry, hold on. You just got here? Oh, you've got a beautiful VOD to watch. Good for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm so jealous. I wish I had a beautiful VOD to watch. Wow. Don't think I want to ask what color your socks are. Are we doing group rooms in Go or just chilling? I don't know. I don't know how it works. I've never played it, so we'll figure it out once I get there. I'm going to raid you over there. I'm going to be doing Go for the membership stream, which I will be working on the Hollow Marches Session 5 plot line. But my VOD question is going to be... what is your favorite form of primitive technology? Or, hold on. No, that's dumb. That doesn't work. That's so like, niche. That's so niche. That's so lame. Play off stream? That sounds fun. Stop it. I gotta focus. Stop it. All right, I got it. I'm ready. Okay, here you go. What is your favorite simple meal? And by simple meal, I mean it has to be less than 4 ingredients. Okay, that's all. That's primitive enough. I'm gonna go get some dumplings, I've decided. Bye!